At this point in time, I'd like to ask all members of the public to please reserve any judgment on this case until the evidence is reviewed and presented in the court of law.
Wanted to call. I mean, I'm locked up here in Oshkosh Correctional Institution in Wisconsin, and we had an incident here that they feel it's okay for our dishes, like our meal trays, to be washed in a used garbage can with a toilet bowl brush.
Dude, this is so disgusting.
Well, you know, and the thing is, you know, the guy that were doing it, I confronted him, and I was like, you know, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, it's okay, you know, we rinsed it out, we sanitized it.
Oh. Thank you for calling the Manwich Show, man. What's your name, man?
My name's Kevin.
Nice to meet you, Kevin, man. Thanks for calling, man.
Not much. Fighting the fight in here. It's a losing battle.
Tell us your story, man. Tell us your story.
Correctional institution.
How you doing today, man? Can you give us your name?
I got put back into the game when I got out.
What's going on, sir?
So I ended up,
this is Harvey right here. What's up, man?
you know, back in the game, and a couple of guys thought they could strip me. No ski masks. They were there to kill me.
What got you incarcerated?
In You know, that's
What
led
it
me
called?
down.
How many?
5 first-degree intentional homicides.
Going on.
Oh, what's going on, Tom?
How you doing today, Tom?
So Tom, what's up,
What's
man?
up?
You want to put your name out, your inmate number, and tell your story, or what?
Tom Glass, 184483. That's my DOC number. Case number is 2010 CF 189. Innocent, I say. They're not in the business of letting you go, man. They're in the business of maintaining your incarceration at any cost, especially an innocent man's. Because that innocent man going to make them look like shit.
That you shipped to Bloomingdale's exclusively.
Yes.
Ms. Femmich, who are you employed by?
Bloomingdale's.
Let me show you the glove that has been marked. Item number 9, the Rockingham glove. And this glove is exclusive to Bloomingdale's?
Yes.
Okay. Looking at that glove, can you tell us the name or the style?
The right hand of style 70263.
And what style number was that?
70263.
Which glove?
Eris Leatherlight Glove.
During 1990, how many Eris isotoner leather light gloves, brown in color, size extra large, did Bloomingdale's purchase?
Approximately 300.
Have you ever seen it sold anywhere in the world other than in Bloomingdale's?
No, I have not.
Is that a Bloomingdale's credit card sales receipt?
Yes.
So the gloves I showed you in court today then fit the descriptions given on the sales receipt?
Yes.
And is there a signature on the credit card receipt?
Yes.
Can you read that signature to us?
Nicole Brown.
Your Honor, at this time, the people would ask that Mr. Simpson step forward and try on the glove recovered at Bundy as well as the glove recovered at Rockingham.
And I think so the jury can see, I'll ask Mr. Simpson to stand. That's People 77.
Have a problem placing the glove on his hand?
Sustained. This is People's 164A. Is that the right-hand glove? All right. All right. Thank you, counsel.
You ready? All right, here we go. Here we go. This is Rich.
This is Ken.
And this is the Manwich Show. You know, I was wondering why I could not hear the podcast on my phone. It's because I have the Rodecaster Pro on mute. I muted it still for the when the guys call in from prison. So go on, man. Tell us about your 2-week vacation. You could go ahead. You could talk. I gotta do something right here.
Yeah, well, you're talking about O.J. Simpson.
Give it to us raw.
You know, I myself, I believe he did. He got away with murder. You know, because look at everything that he found, like that glove. You know, and they bring it into court and they said the glove don't fit it. You got to quit. You know, with Jesus Christ, he tried to put her over another pair of gloves, and then plus when that thing's all wet and it dries out, what it was, as you could see, it was the defense or the offense there didn't even say anything. You know, that lady just kept her mouth shut. She should have said, "Hey, wait a minute, let's get a glove that's just like that one. Let's see if it fits you."
So,
You know?
do you believe that it was the worst prosecution? Do you feel that was the worst prosecution that was put on display?
Oh yeah,
in front of America.
Yeah, look at all that money that was spent. You know, they made money, both of them.
I'll be right back. I gotta check the other computer now.
You know, it's a real thing. O.J. Simpson. Yep. Nicole. Oh, man.
That phone's not going to tell you nothing. It just lied to you and told you Hulk Hogan was dead.
Yeah, I know it. But
they fooled you, man.
Oh,
they took advantage of an old man.
Hulk Hogan's dog died.
Oh, that sucks. Not sucks like, oh my goodness, oh, it's a dog. No, it sucks as in like that's not news. That's dumb news. That's dumb. That's not even news. That's just dumb stuff.
Yeah, it sure is. Why put it in the news? And here's nothing about news. Check this about news. You ever read the news? And John B. there got shot over there, and you know, and they're looking for the suspect. You can find, but you know, he'll take you to the hospital. You know, he's expected to survive, right? Hey, leave it there. Also, you go, you read. It's got a fucking story.
Who's John B., the singer?
No, I'm talking about a hypothetical person.
Oh, because there is a singer named John B. from the 90s. Okay.
Well, anyway, you know, and instead of leaving it, you know, he got shot, and they're looking for the suspect. And where he got shot, you know, and he went to the hospital, expected to survive. Leave it there. But they don't do that. They work on you. They work on your feelings, you know. Really. Because they go into a story. They tell us, oh, he was this and he was that, and then the mother was this and the mother was that, and the third, you know, and the daughter cried and the mother cried, and you know, leave it alone.
And the dog died.
Yeah, and the dog fucking died too. That's a shame. But really, you know, why go through all that? Who cares? Who really fucking cares? I don't know the person, and 99% of the people, just that group that was within that family circle knows about that. Outside that family, it's a shame, you know, it is, that something like that happened. But to go through the whole story, it ain't, you know, it don't care. I don't care.
Well, our inmates will be calling soon. They're coming. They're coming for you, Ken Barkey.
Oh, yeah, here's something.
They're coming.
Here's something.
Give it to us.
Iran.
How fast?
It slipped on grease and fell in turkey? No. Iran fired junk into Israel. Going to start a war now.
Oh, wait a minute. Where? Where? Let me ask you this. Hold on. Where, with the camera on me, where in Israel did they strike?
I don't know. They didn't say. They didn't give all the information. It's that.
Was this today?
Yeah.
Was it, like how long ago?
About 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago.
Wow, they didn't make it. You know, you would think that would have been like big news. That would have been ahead of the whole fake, or the whatever Hulk Hogan story about the dog.
I know, but that's real. It's a real thing. That was.
And you know what's realer?
My name is John. And I'm from Alcatraz.
Hey, don't forget today's topic.
Hello,
don't forget
you have a prepaid call from
Danny.
An inmate at Racine Correctional. All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hello?
What's going on, Danny?
Hey, Danny.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, Dan? Talk to us.
Hey.
What?
Did you get my emails?
Oh, yeah, I got those. Yeah, I'm going to have to print them up and send them out.
I ain't talking about the messages. I'm not talking about the messages. I'm talking about the post.
Oh, you got to post what? To post on your accounts, your email account. I mean, your social media accounts.
Yeah.
I'll check.
One you told me to do a little short form.
Let me check
right.
that. Let me check that.
Don't do the first one. Don't do the first one. Do the one that say post.
Okay. We'll do.
First one that I said, I think I forget what I labeled it because I ain't got my tablet with me, but do the one that say post. The first one I didn't finish editing. I must have hit a key wrong and it just sent it right. So do the one that say post.
Will do.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened?
What happened? What up? Hey, today's topic is O.J. Simpson. You know, he died, right? You must have heard about that, right?
Who?
O.J. Simpson.
Oh,
Dude, O.J. the Juice, man. Dude, did you hear that O.J. died?
Y'all running the show? Y'all running the show already?
Yeah, you're live right now.
Yeah, you're live.
In front of a studio audience.
I didn't know y'all was running the show.
Yeah,
we are, brother. This is the time that we go air.
7 o'clock?
Yup, we air out our shoes at 7 o'clock. Yeah, we're on the live air, man. 7 to 9. Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Danny Connors. WWW. I worship, work out, and work. Been down for now going on 28 years. Completed every program. Got a lot of programs that I initiated myself under my belt. And what I do now is minister and try to educate the younger individuals that are here. But I'm definitely one that's ready for release.
You're up for it, right? Are you up for release? No.
Nope. Parole eligibility date is too far out. I need a sentence modification or a clemency.
You're right.
Legal
the
counsel.
governor. Right, the governor.
Tell them what you did.
Quite a few times already.
Did you? Do it again. You put on and say, motherfucker, sign that bitch for me. You know, get on his shit. You know, use some foul words on his ass. Then he probably, get it to his brain. He probably looked at it and just threw it away. You know, that's what happened. A lot of shit. Now, if Trump was in as president, you could write Trump, and Trump would really look at it. You know.
Yeah, I believe that Trump would. But of course, that's federal, and the governor can only do state. The president can't get somebody out of state prison. No, they can't. I knew a guy that was in prison.
You can't get him out of state prison. He released a whole lot of people out of state prison.
He released them out of federal. The U.S. president only has control over the federal government. I'm telling you.
I know that. But
there was a guy that I was in prison with, and he wrote to Donald Trump, and he got a letter back. Now, I'm not saying it was directly from Donald Trump, but he did get a letter back, and that was the way out of not releasing him was he had no powers. And then they told him to write to the governor.
Yeah, that's what you usually do. You if the governor, or you can go to appellate court.
The governor. You got to talk.
That's
Danny.
your last resort.
You got to talk, Danny, or else we're gonna just seem like we called somebody down the street and we winked at him. And we said, "Go now, get on that phone."
Yeah.
Oh, hey, did you see the solar eclipse?
Doing nothing, going into my next message.
Okay, what's the title?
I've been relaxing, but I've been marinating on some things as they spring into my heart to bring. But just been trying to relax, working on my next message to bring. And
can you give us a little prelude to what that?
Well, of course, it's Christ-centered. and right now it's done. The message is done. I'm just waiting to bring it.
I feel like you don't remember the message. Did you forget the message, what it was about, other than Christ-centered? Is there like one specific topic? Is there one portion, topic. one specific, not Pacific, or else I'd say Atlantic and Gulf, the Gulf of Mexico.
One specific topic.
Are you all ready for? Are y'all pumped up for those new tablets now to come in to where you guys
all calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be
they
monitored
said they was
and
in a few
recorded.
places. It's supposed to hit here soon, but like I say, I'm just waiting to see it. I wait to see it.
Dude, I was told that there are 8-inch tablets.
Say again?
They're 8-inch tablets. The screen might be 8-inch.
8-inch tablets?
Yeah, the screen's gonna be 8 inches diagonal. Dude, you're gonna be in the comfort of like, let's just say this, until the Lord can bless you out of there. In the meantime, though, you'll never have to wait on the phone again in line, unless God forbid something happens and then there's only landlines that are open because the internet's down. I really can't think of anything else, but man, to avoid those lines, especially like when new people come in or somebody who's got a whole bandwagon, who's got a motley crew of people that they can call at random, who will pick up the phone for them. Yeah,
it's a daily thing.
But now it's going to change so much to where it's going to be like the Wild West in there, where you got those was it that bale of hay that just blows through?
Well, there's still going to be people out here using the phones because
they broke their tablet.
What I mean? Everybody's not fortunate to be able to put money on the phone and use the phone on the tablet.
No. Wait a minute though. You don't pay. No. Listen. Those tablets, the money that people put on the phones, it's for the tablet. You can't put, you know what I mean? Like, you're not putting money on separate for the landline and then for the tablet. No, it's all together in one. Like when guys are calling me in Oshkosh, it's not because I put money on that. Nah, I put money on this call system, whatever this is called. That's what I put the money on. And that money's being divided between guys in various prisons.
Is not going to be able to afford the phones, even on the tablet. They're not going to be able to afford the system on the tablet.
That just means that
pay for a phone call.
Nah. If you're calling loved ones, they're paying for it.
If they loved ones are not putting money on the phone,
and they got those two phone calls. They got them two phone. Hey, they got them 2 phone calls a week.
This is true.
Okay, then. So they need to quit. They need to quit selling those phone calls in and use them, if that's the case.
Oh, yeah, they need their suits.
When you get that genetically modified ramen noodles, I think about it. I think back. I say, man, there's so much of that food there. I thought about like your diet. Even though you eat the beef, and what I hear about what they're doing with cows today, injecting them with mRNA vaccines. The prison system, people in situations like prison or the military are like the finest test dummies. And I use that word loosely, but test subjects. Because they could, like, for instance, they could give you guys genetically modified foods that have side effects, or test to see if they have side effects, not that they're aware of, and then just let it be where it is. People in the military, they would give them saltpeter. I heard they used to give guys in prison saltpeter so that they wouldn't have erections, and it would decrease the rape.
They did.
So now think of this.
Back in the day.
Now the food.
There were too many complaints.
And all of that soy.
That guy said that can't get off.
Now, see, I used to think that the soy, when he's talking about the soy, they give you soy in there. Now think about how much soy milk is expensive. But they give.
I'm talking about soy food. Sorry, like it used to be in the tuna. It used to be in every hamburger thing you eat.
Look, soy's expensive. Look, this is my point. Soy is expensive. Soy is expensive. So having said that,
it's also unhealthy in large portions.
Okay. But this is what I'm trying to get at. When I was there, I said, man, they're putting soy sauce. They're putting soy sauce in. Damn it, this guy keeps calling in. They're putting soy stuff. I'm about to block them. They're putting soy stuff in the food. I'm like, man, this is expensive stuff, man. I was like, I need to eat that. Because before I went to prison, when I seen soy milk, I was like, man, you know, that's supposed to be promising for one's health. And then, of course, I heard about how you can end up getting breast if you eat too much of it.
What's the thing with the OJ that y'all got going on?
OJ died, man. I love OJ. That's what's up. I love OJ. And you know what? People out here, people are still on his case. People are still Reagan. Tell him, Ken. Tell him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're after his ass big time.
Oh yeah, we see it on TV. I mean, look how they memorialize him. O.J. Simpson, ex-football player, ex-convict. Who does that? Who have they done that with when they talking about your death on TV?
Dude, you see how they talk about Mike Tyson sometimes. Hey, sometimes even though Mike Tyson is such a lovable character, I say character loosely because he's a real person, right? But there was a couple years ago, and this guy Mike Tyson was on his show, and he called him a rapist on the show, and he did it purposely to get views. And Mike Tyson was like, started calling, you know, Mike Tyson didn't. He called him out of his name, but he was mad, you know. But he controlled himself too. By the way, he controlled himself, but he did call him out of his name, and he's like, you know,
because it was nothing but it's like not all, but a lot money grabs. That's all those things be about, money grabs.
Yeah, things really got screwed up with all that shit, man. Because you know, a long time ago, back in the day when I was, you know, back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, like that. And when you did with the female and the guy got together, that was a normal thing. That was normal, you know, because you're experimenting. Now that's a fucking law against you right there, man. You'll put your ass in fucking prison for that shit.
You gotta remember that they're saying
stuff that you did years and years and years ago. 30 years ago, they come back, hey, that guy, he did that to me, and you got to go to court. You go to court, and that lady doesn't have to have any witnesses or nothing. Just her fucking word will put you away.
I want to get back to the OJ, but I do want to say something about that. If you don't waive your preliminary hearing, and let's say that person doesn't show up, but the judge allows
Mr. Hairman.
Yeah.
Hey, but if you don't waive your preliminary hearing, right, and then let's say the person doesn't show up.
Properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
Let's say the person doesn't show up, but the detective reads off the complaint, the criminal complaint, and what that person said happened to them. They can use you go to trial. If that person doesn't show up, they'll still have the trial and they'll read the criminal complaint off. That person doesn't even have to show up, so you can go to prison now just on words without somebody even being present.
That's if the district attorney wants to go forward.
They're gonna do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man.
It is an if the district attorney want to go forward. They don't have to go forward. They can be like,
dude,
the case
that's
isn't
not going to
strong
happen
enough without the actual witness.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's happened.
Danny, that
happened before.
That happened in a prison.
Right now, it's happening. Right now, it's happening in my cousin case.
Well, I hope so, man. Because I tell you right now, the last time I heard that happen was in a galaxy far, far away. Because they don't play. They're all about those constructions. They're all about those convictions, man. Yeah, they're all about those convictions. They don't care, man. Now going back,
it is up to the DA though, really.
Yeah, it is. Anything's up to the DA. The DA could drop anything.
Yeah, to say
it could be murder.
Like
it could be murder. They could drop it.
Not enough evidence.
But they don't.
They could have the evidence, but the DA,
they can know you're innocent, and as long as they can prove you're guilty, they're still going to try you, and they want you to get they want you to take a plea. So I don't have no respect for them. I don't have no respect for them other than that they're human beings and they need to be loved according to Christ. But I don't have that. I don't have
You don't
empathy
have to go
for
through a
them.
program, eh?
Now, yeah, I don't have to go through a program. Now going back to OJ though, yeah, man, listen, these people out here, people are looking to capitalize on this death. One lady, what was it, Ken? What did that lady say? You remember something about hell?
Oh man.
I'm gonna say it for you. Some lady said, now he's in hell. You know, like that's all this lady's focus was on. You know, who knows if he did it or not. Okay, Ken says he did it. You know what? I'm on the fence. What's done is done.
When you look at things and all those years go by and nobody's been caught, he did it. He did it. He really did. He killed, you know.
I mean, that's an excellent way to put it. That's an excellent way to put it.
But then you look at the evidence they had. I mean, oh my God,
How did he get both of them though?
Well, he killed Nicole first in the house, and then he killed Ron Goldman out on a patio area. Ron would never got killed, but he caught OJ, so he stabbed OJ
with a knife.
Yeah, got him with a knife.
I'm saying with a knife.
Right.
But why wasn't he all bloody?
OJ?
His blood was on the glove. But because of Mark Murphy, people believe that Mark Murphy planted his blood because they took a sample of his blood that he planted that. So, dude, it is, you know, it's so wide open. But the jurors, no matter what the jurors had said years later, there was majority of them said that they were going to find him not guilty no matter what because of the Rodney King beating. They said they didn't care. They didn't care if he did it. They were going to find him not guilty because of that Rodney King beating. And so, like, I'm just saying, when I look
that says a lot about juries.
It does, man. People don't care, man. Like, you go in there for sexual assault of a child and you didn't do it, and some kid come up there and give a story, and somebody's out to profit somehow or gain. That's an adult, and they're using that kid. Guess what? That guy, unless the Lord does something about it, he's gone.
Yeah, that's horrible.
So, but OJ, look, man, OJ was a lovable character. He was on Naked Gun 1, 2.5, 3 and the 33rd, dude. And his character was so funny, and he was a newscaster. He was a sports newscaster. Look, when we think of guys today, when we think of like the Troy Aikmans that came, Brian Gumble, he was probably Brian Gumble before Brian Gumble was Brian Gumble. And because of what happened with him, Ixnay, they canceled him. Matter of fact, he's one of the first people when it comes to cancel
culture before cancel culture.
Yep, he was one of the first people.
They can cancel anybody out.
Oh yeah, they could cancel this, but they could cancel this prison podcast. They'd be like, "Oh man, you got guys in here from okay."
1 minute remaining.
Right, the dog.
What about
his podcast? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Dog the bounty hunter?
No, the dog.
No, who's the dog?
He's a black person that got his pod on. And he talks all about Trump.
Okay,
and then some other
what's happening with him right now?
Well, they told him to stop promoting Trump. I told him, I texted him, I said, you better do what they say because they got your number.
Yeah. Hey,
they got
Danny.
your number, they'll get you.
We're going to let you go, brother. If you see Chepe, man, tell him get on the phone, man. Tell Chepe to get on the phone.
All right.
Tell Alabama to get on the phone. Mount up those troops if you can. And
all right.
We'll rock and roll from there. All right, brother?
All right. Love you, brother.
Love you, too.
All right. Have a good night.
You, too. Have a good night.
Good night.
Man, this guy kept calling over and over. I'm going to call him right now. That guy dying. But I am furious.
Done.
I hung out with him yesterday, by the way.
Did you?
Dude, I hung out with him. He lives under a tree.
Does he?
Yeah.
Hello, you have a prepaid call from
Thomas.
an inmate at Racine.
Where does he
All
eat?
calls other than properly
I'll
placed
tell you about it.
attorney
Hold on.
calls may be monitored and
Hold on.
recorded. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
What's up?
What's up?
Oh, now we got Cool Alabama again. Cool Alabama. What's going on, Alabama? Why you gotta be so cool? What, man?
Hey,
What?
hey, you know, I told you that I had that legal on, right? And I kind of find out, man, that these people are crazy, bro. Every time you write a disbursement, for each time you write a disbursement, they take out 50% for each fucking disbursement instead of it being a total of what you borrowed out of the $100, you know, because you get $100 per year because you got to fill out an application for it, and I got approved at the beginning of every year, January 1st every year. These people are so damn corrupt, man. Every time you fill out a disbursement and use a piece of that $100, they hit you 50% for each goddamn disbursement instead of fucking putting it in one pot of what you use total and then take out 50% one time. That is so damn, that's dirty, bro. That is so damn dirty.
Are they dirty birds?
That's dirty, bro. I mean, it don't matter which way you look at it. It is dirty, man. Because there's no other, our hands are tied. The only way we can activate some of the money from the $100 loan to do something toward our legal thing is to fill out a disbursement. So there's no way around that. And then we get penalized for each fucking disbursement. I got 3 disbursements out, so that's 3 times 50%. That's 150 fucking percent, man. That's fucking retarded, bro. So what do you think?
Dude, I think like if this guy outside keeps calling me, man, I'm going to call him and I'm going to just go right off on him, man. Every time that you've been calling, you've been talking, another guy's been calling, the same guy, Don, keeps calling over and over and over again, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah. Dude, I think like they're out to just rip you guys off, man. They want all that. They want the free money you guys even got coming from the state.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's either from you or the $4 I get from damn state. So they take half of that $4, and then they take another half of the remaining, and then they take another half of that remaining. It's fucking retarded, bro. I mean, when you take out a loan from a damn bank, they don't sit there and break that shit down like that. They don't hit you damn interest for every damn multiple sections and shit like that, man. They fucking hit you just for the damn main, what the hell you use. You know what I mean?
Dude, they're all about taking everything away from you. Hopefully I've blocked this guy's phone number now. Damn, dude, this guy called fucking like 30 times. I don't even swear. I'm so mad. And I'm really, if I seen him, I wouldn't be mad at him in his face. But he just keeps calling and calling and calling and calling. He wants to get on the show, but I only got one phone.
Maybe it was your mother.
No, yeah, mama. Hey, dude, every time you fill out you hear that? Every time he fills out a slip in prison, they're charging him 50 cents. And how many of them did you fill out then? How many disbursement slips have this been? Because I know you said that you owe like, what was it, $60?
Well, it was like $70. I got a copy from the library, 100-page copy things, which would cost me $33. Then I had to get another 100-page copy thing. That was $33 too. So that's $66. Then I mailed out something to somebody with a big yellow envelope, so they charged me like $4 or $9 for the damn postage, and they add that, you know, so that's like $70 I owe this damn legal loan. But instead of
dude, you need to quit taking out those legal loans now, man. You gotta just let it ride, man. You gotta let it be, man.
Well, I don't have no other resources to be able to get copies from the library. That's the only way I can get copies from the library, so I can mail these people that I mail to get help.
Dude, you know what's going to happen, right? You keep mailing these people. You keep listen. Today's topic is O.J. Simpson. What's your feelings on O.J.? You know O.J. just died, right?
Yeah, nah.
Did you like him? Did you love him? Did you not care about him? What was it?
He wasn't even in my era, man. I didn't even see him
as
play.
a person, you watched
So-
Naked Gun. You watched those Leslie Nielsen movies. What do you mean he wasn't in your era?
Was he in Dirty Dozen?
No,
Dirty Dozen?
no,
That
you've
movie?
been way too old. That was like Charles Bronson. That was an entire another era, dude. He
No,
was
that
in the
was a
movie.
black running back from the NFL, bro.
Yeah, that's Jim Brown. He was in Naked Gun, Naked Gun 2 in a something, Naked Gun 33rd and 3 and 3rd or 33rd. Something. He was in those Naked Gun movies. He was so funny, man. And he was a sports announcer for ABC.
I had no idea about all that.
Okay, do you think he killed Nicole Brown? Do you think he killed Nicole Brown? You're way older than me. Do you think he killed Nicole Brown?
I have no idea, bro.
Don't call my fucking house no more.
Unless you got something to say, man. Damn. You know, if Hulk Hogan died, though, right now, you'd have been like, yeah, man, I remember Hulk Hogan.
Hey, who's that Fat Albert dude?
That was Bill Cosby.
Yeah, he died.
Bill Cosby died?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
When did he die?
Man.
He died of cancer.
Stuff, man. No, he did not. Is it on your phone right now? Seriously?
No, that's a while back.
No, he's alive, man.
Who told you that?
My phone will. Your phone lies. My phone tells the truth, man.
I do.
My phone is truthful. Your phone's a liar. Dude, what's going on here? You know, listen, do you realize that when those tablets come, dude, you're going to be making phone calls to the Manwich Show if the Lord still blesses this to continue on as a live stream?
What's
Dude, you're going to be, hold on, Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby, eh?
You're going to be watching the Manwich Show. I'm never mind. You're gonna be watching the. You're gonna be listening to the. You're gonna be talking on the Manwood Show from in your cell, dude. And I'm gonna do 5-minute phone calls so that way everybody has a rotation. The only reason why I'm not doing a 5-minute phone call right now is because you and Danny, you guys in Racine, you don't have the tablets yet. But other guys in Prairie du Chien, like Victor, and guys in or even the other guys.
Oshkosh?
No, there's another guy in another prison. I can't think of where that is. But those guys, they're laying on their bunks, man. They're laying on their bunks. Can you hear the video game again? Can you hear?
I can't hear it.
All right, that's good.
I can't hear it at all.
I guess that's all right then. I don't want to be all. I don't want to take away. You have my undivided, my devoted attention. But every now and again,
Birmingham Stingers are playing right now, though.
Oh yeah, what sport is that?
UFL. The UFL. UFL, bro. The losers that couldn't make it to the NFL.
Yup. Tell me about it.
Well, my Birmingham Stingers, they won the damn championship for the last 2 years. It used to be USFL they were in, and then they had the XFL, and then they combined both of them together and call it the UFL now.
United Football League. You know, like I told you, man, when it comes to this United Football League, it's a scary thing, man. Hopefully they have adequate insurance, an adequate insurance plan, because if somebody's injured for life, it's not like the NFL, man. You get injured in the NFL, and they're going to take care of you.
Well, Rock is the one. Rock
I would
and
like
this
to
lady
think.
is the one that owns it.
Who owns it?
The Rock and this lady.
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
The Rothschilds, what? Dude.
The Rock.
Dwayne Wade. Dwayne. I don't. You know what? It's just a name.
Yeah.
You know what he's talking about? He's talking about that new football. You know, they got the UFL now. Remember in the 80s they had a football team that was rivaling the NFL. A football not team, a football league.
Football.
They play. Is that indoor football?
Yeah, that was indoor.
That's arena football.
Yeah, that's arena.
Alabama. Did you bring arena football on the podcast?
No, this ain't arena football, man. This is UFL. It's the losers that didn't make it in the damn NFL are the ones that fell out of the NFL.
So we're talking outdoor.
Arena football.
We're talking outdoors, and right?
Totally different. Then they got some other crazy shit. That
I'm still wearing. Hold on. I'm wearing my solar eclipse shades. Did you see the solar eclipse, Alabama?
Yeah, I sure did.
Did you, Ken?
No.
Yeah, I wore Jose's glasses, and then there was three other.
Nothing to me.
There was three other sunglasses.
Did they give you? Did they give you guys any sunglasses in prison to watch it, or they just don't care at all?
We looked through 4 damn sunglasses.
Oh yeah.
Whoa! Wait a minute. You looked through 4. Oh, that's how people were doing it. They were looking. Dude, that's crazy, man. So all you guys got to hold on, just so I get this right. All you guys got together. You guys had got together. Somebody was actually. People were kind-hearted enough to get a bunch, and then everybody got to see it. So people had 4 guys put their sunglasses together, and everybody on the unit got to see the solar eclipse.
Yep.
Dude, now think of that. That's camaraderie, Ken. Hold on. There's people in prison for life, Ken.
Yeah, you
right?
know, that made me so excited. I want to go there.
That's like dope. Let's go and plan.
Hey, I'll trade places, bro. I'll trade places with you right now, bro.
We will be planning a vacation, and we will be coming to the RCI Racing Correctional Institution.
When I get my camera, I'll come out there.
Yeah.
I'll get permission from the warden to go in there and talk to people in there.
Hey, man.
That little camera.
I do like the damn.
Cool.
Hey, I do like the damn Dirty Dozen. You hear me?
Yeah, the Dirty Dozen.
Oh yeah,
I do like the damn Dirty Dozen. Give me a damn choice between going to war or being in here. I'll go to war quick. Put me on the hottest.
Hey, that might come true.
The most dangerous front line.
That might come true because Iran just attacked Israel.
I know.
So,
which is stupid because they have no chance against Israel. Israel is 3 times more powerful than they got way more resources all over the damn place where Iran ain't got shit.
They got that one machine.
Israel's going to eat their fucking lunch, man. And then you got the United States supplying Israel with shit too.
Yeah. That's all we need is Biden in there. We don't need Biden as our commander-in-chief during the war.
Did you say commander-in-chief or commander-in-queef? Which one?
Because he'll sit there and he'll throw the flag up, the white flag. I give up.
We surrender.
Yeah, he will surrender.
We surrender.
Oh, you do know that this opens up danger to the U.S., right?
Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
It gives free shit for Iran to strike U.S. forces too. It gives them an excuse, a legitimate excuse to strike U.S. forces.
I know one thing. I'm legitimately taking off these glasses now. So you feel like the U.S. is going to be dragged into this war?
I do.
You know what started? Right. You know what started it? Did you know what started it recently?
What?
Yeah, they blew up the
embassy. Israel blew up their generals.
Yeah, up in the
Israel
embassy.
Blew up the Iran generals. That was 12 weeks ago.
They just got done attacking this. Now it's about 6 hours ago.
Dude, we got our Manwich t-shirts on. Look at Ken. Show them your t-shirt, Ken. Show the audience your t-shirt. Just go ahead. Just do this. Do a little something. Just stand up.
I can't do that.
Just breathe really. Take a deep breath.
I am breathing hard.
Dude's got his Manwich t-shirt on. I got my new Manwich t-shirt on. He just made his chest bounce. Dude, this guy's tough. He still has it. He still has it there, Alabama.
What, y'all go to one of them printing stores and have it printed up?
Nah, man, from the Manwich Show. Like, man, that, I really want to tell an improper joke here, but I won't. But should I say it?
No, don't even do it if it's improper.
Well, man, he's like really late, and he's really dark. So to make a long story short, he hasn't been here for a long time.
Oh,
but
this black guy did that, right?
Oh, dude. Me. Yeah, but he
Did I
had
say something wrong?
He makes right. Did I say something wrong? Did we get flagged?
Yeah, you got a flag behind you.
That's right, the American flag. And where's our freedom at today, man? It's like our freedom's been taken. We have
like
no.
I said before,
We've got no
1,000 times. Our freedom is what the government gives us.
Yeah, it's sad.
That's it.
Yeah. No. Man, he can make T-shirts. He can print on T-shirts. He can print on anything that is.
You got a machine.
Yeah. And that's how we made these shirts. I paid for the T-shirts. It was 6 shirts for $20 at Walmart, right? And then the paper is $1 a piece of paper. For this particular paper, right. It's $1. And then the printer, dude, check it out. Man was like, check this out, Ken, in Alabama. Man told me, he said, man, I got one of the expensive printers that there are. He's like, man, I got one of the expensive printers that there are. And it was like $300. This guy's so full of it, man. If you smacked him, he'd splatter. You know, I go ahead, I looked at his printer. I said, man, I got the same one. It was $70-some or $80 I paid for it at Walmart. Just a garden variety printer. Yeah. You can print this paper, but he's got the heater. He's got the heating table where it heats it onto the shirt. Yeah, but man, you know, we're sporting. I got to show mine too. I got my Manwich t-shirt on today. I had one on. I got two different kinds. But it's like 3 different logos that we've got for the show. We've got the one that are on all the platforms where it's got this piece of bread smiling and it says the Manwich Show. And then we got like the Manwich with a microphone over the horizontal microphone sitting on the top of the Manwich label, which we pirated from the Manwich Sloppy Joe logo. And then we've got another Manwich logo that we pirated, but we altered them, so now we own it. That's our trademark.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, dude, that's where the Manwich Show comes from. It comes from the Sloppy Joe, Manwich. But there's another podcast called the Sloppy Joes or whatever. And so whenever I can look up, anybody can look up the Manwich Show. They can Google the Manwich Show and it'll come up on Spotify, iHeart Radio. I don't know if it shows up on Google Podcasts anymore because there's no longer a Google Podcast. But TikTok, Rumble, of course.
I see on TikTok.
There's a few other Amazon, probably YouTube Music because we're on YouTube Music as well. And then we've got a webpage also, which has got you showcased on it, Alabama. But having said that, I just had I lost my train of thought, man. I'm doing all this. I'm working the audio, I'm working the video, and I'm holding back because I added an additional monitor. I got a $7 monitor from the thrift store, an old school Dell.
Yeah.
I mean, you throw it at somebody, you could hurt them. That's how heavy it is. And but it was just to add it to the show. Yep. Now I got 3 monitors going. That's what this is here for. It's another computer monitor, but I got to be careful because there's only 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now I did buy a new computer.
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
I did buy a new computer for the podcast, but I don't know how I'm going to work it yet. If I can get away with just this simple setup, I'll do that because in my kid's room, I want to set up online gaming and I want him to learn how to use computers. I want him to learn about computers. Like how I've learned. I've learned all this from live streaming. Ken, I knew nothing about
1 minute
RAM.
remaining.
I knew nothing about RAM.
1 minute.
I knew nothing about. Yeah, I know. I'm ignoring it. Not you, but it. The CPU and the GPU, whatever, the graphics card. I learned all this stuff. I just jumped into it, and by the grace of God, the Lord has blessed me, man. Because dude, all this, the way this setup is something else. Off of one laptop, that's 16 gigabytes of RAM. Dude, we loved having you on the show this week. As you know, you're showcased on the webpage. That's Alabama. The link is listed below. If anybody wants to see Alabama and the other guys. Hey, you know what? Get a hold of Chepe. Get Chepe on the phone, Alabama.
Yeah.
Cohorsa, man. Right. All right, man. Love you.
All right.
We love you. We say bye to you.
Love you too, yeah.
We who are not in prison salute you because you are the man, brother. And that's what this show's about. It's for you guys.
Thank you, man.
No problem, brother. No problem at all. Remember us if we go to prison. Protect us because we're going to protect you out here.
Yeah, they're going to cancel us.
They're going to get rid of us. You say these punks. All right. Back at it. Okay, I'm going to call Don now. I'm not mad about it no more. I blocked him. I found the way to block him. Now I'm going to call him up, and he's going to be
That
like...
was Don that was calling?
That was Don. He kept calling over and over and over, and I'm trying to block him while I'm talking and working the controls. Dude, I hung out with him. We were over there by Mike's. Not because I said, hey, let's go by my brother's. Because he took me over there. And he took me, I'm going to tell you the story, dude. It was so cool, man. The wisdom of God is foolishness to man. Nobody would got in the car with him. They'd be like, you're crazy. He's going to kill you. I got a video of him under a tree. I meant to create it and show it on the podcast maybe next week. I do have it on one of the web pages. I do have it
there.
Hey, Don.
I had my name legally changed. Since the last program, I had my name legally changed at Milwaukee County Courthouse.
Yeah, what is it?
Cop killer.
Cop killer?
Cop killer, yeah. C-O-P and K-L-L-E-R.
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
All right, now I want to get into the story about yesterday, how we hung out. Because I thought it was so cool, dude. It was so cool.
How were them cookies?
What? Oh, I ate some of them. There's still some here left. I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna tell you everything, okay? Okay, when you called me up, right? Like, you know, a week ago, Ken, he called me up and he said, hey, I got this job interview at Goodwill, and I'm applying for 60 different jobs. That, you know, he's like, he's got all this skill, right? This work skill.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, look, I'll take him. I said, look, I'll take you, man. On Friday, though. On a Friday.
Yeah.
So he calls me up. You're welcome. He calls me up, and he's like, well, can you take me now? And I'm like, I just got off of work, and I was tired, but I was like, okay, yeah, I'll take him. And I'm like, man, hold on. I want to tell this portion. But I do want you to tell some of it too. So he tells me it's over by where was it at? Where was this Goodwill job interview supposed to be held at?
Out by the Oak Creek truck stop on the borderline of Franklin, Wisconsin, and Milwaukee County, right in Milwaukee County.
Do you know, now, Ken, do you know where that is?
Yeah.
That's right by. That's across the street from the Pick and Save where Mike and Megan live. So he takes me out there. 27th Street. Road. Yeah, he takes me out there, right? I didn't know I was going to be over there. I thought I was going to be way further out, but we didn't find it. So I was ready to drop him off.
No.
Huh?
Yeah.
And so I was ready to drop him back off where I picked him up, right? Where he made himself a house. And he's like, well, can you take me to this bakery? Now, I do feel like you really only wanted to go to the bakery, but I'm just saying that. That's just, you know, for squirt and giggles, all right? But I go take him to the bakery, and he walks in there, and he's like, he starts talking to the lady behind the desk, and the lady begins to put on a face mask. And I'm like, dude, this lady's did this because she's looking at him, she's judging his appearance, right? And she's, you know, and so I'm sitting back, and he says, my friend, he tells me, my friend, grab something, grab whatever, anything, go ahead, grab something. And listen, I grabbed the cheapest thing. Don't take this offensive, Don. I grabbed the cheapest thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta tell. Hold on, I gotta take this prison phone call, man. I'll call you back. All right. I'll call you. Okay.
All right. Oh.
Dude, I couldn't even finish that story.
Hello, you have a
It is a cool story, though.
Richard Harris.
I think I'm gonna finish some of it without him, though.
Oshkosh Correctional Institution. All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hey, how you doing?
What up?
Hey, it's the Manwich Show. Yes, it is.
Tell me all about it.
What's the topic?
O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson is the topic. Let's see. 31 and a half. Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah.
People are talking shit about him.
Right.
Let the man be.
I know it ain't.
You know, well, if he did it, if he Yeah, I hate to say it this way, ladies and gentlemen, but if he did it or if he didn't do it, it's a dead issue. Who cares?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
You know, he passed away. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
She's gone, whatever.
The story ended.
It's a dead issue.
Yeah, the
it
story
ended. It's over. Now, they want to keep this thing going on forever. You know what I mean? I don't know why. The only person that's hurting now is his children. His children didn't have nothing to do with it. So why are you still going after this man? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, you know why they're still going after that man. You know why?
Yeah, something to talk about.
Because there's no mercy. These Americans today,
Yep.
they don't know nothing about mercy. Like majority of them, not all of them, of course, but so many of us Americans today don't know nothing about mercy. Whether he did it or not, it's over with. And he was one of the first. Another guy that called in that we had a call from in Racine. He said, he was like, right before I said it, he said he was the first person that was cancel culture. Now that's not technically correct. There's going to be somebody always before him, right? But he was canceled by the culture, and dude, like he was such a lovable person though prior to all that happening, and then the fact that he couldn't, like, you got Mike Tyson. I love Mike Tyson too. Yeah. I love the guy, OJ. Yeah. I thought he was so cool, man. Yeah. Americans could have learned from OJ. I believe that we could have learned something from OJ, man, and not, don't do it, don't kill people.
We did learn something.
But I feel that we could have learned something from him directly, not indirectly.
That was
I bet
don't do what he did.
You know what he should have had? He should have had a podcast.
Yeah.
He should have had a podcast. You know how many people he should have been on? Hold on. He should have been on Joe Rogan. He should have been on all these major podcasts. He should have been on it. They should have wanted him. They should have said, hey, yeah, dude, come on over, man.
Yeah, they would have canceled their ass real quick.
That's the problem, though. You know what?
I mean,
that's like, what?
Let me tell you something. I'm going to answer what your dad said. Your dad said we did learn something. We learned if the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah, that's so true. Hey, did you check that out? Did you check that glove out?
Yeah.
That motherfucker came out and it was all dry.
Now listen.
And then he had a glove on. Hey. He had to put another glove on.
Now listen.
Oh, yeah, I can't get it on.
Now check this out. I got to explain. I have it that there's an explanation. It's not rejecting what you said too, by the way. There's an explanation as to what happened with the glove.
Yeah.
For one, he had arthritis in his hands, so he had to take medication that would reduce the swelling. But he stopped taking the medication when he was in prison, right?
To swell his hands up.
To swell his hands up. And like you said, they had him wear latex gloves because they didn't want
more than one.
They wanted
that was an awful fucking thick goddamn white gloves he had on there.
Yeah.
They did that. Listen, they did that because they didn't want to tamper with the evidence, right? They didn't, so that's why they had the gloves on. So he could, but his DNA was already on it. Glove. There was blood, but it was already on it.
They already checked that.
Now look at
hold on. How many times?
Listen, and then hold on, and then see how he puts the glove on. It's like, and you and I, we could pretend like I'm forcing a headset on my head. I'm like, ugh, I can't take it. Ugh, and I pop it off, right? He was acting, and but you know what?
I tell you right now, that glove when it's all dry like that and all,
it's shrunk.
It was wet at one time because he found it in the alley.
Yep.
So it was wet.
Yep.
And then it dried out. And then, leather, when it dries out, it shrinks automatically.
That's fucking right, it does.
And then he had that other gloves on, and he's trying to get that rubber over rubber, I mean, rubber with that fucking...
Yeah, leather, yeah.
Leather.
Yeah.
And it won't go on. Of course not.
That's right. I had a girlfriend like that once.
Yeah?
She dried out. I couldn't fit in her either.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good joke, man.
Hey, listen, I got a true story that just happened to me, and I want you guys to hear this. This is the craziest scenario. So hear me out. Today, I called up my good friend Richard, and I told him I just seen a man stripped out naked and run across the field, and I went, huh. I called him up and I told him about a few things. We talked and everything. And then I went back out, because it was no big deal. The field stayed open. I mean, they contained it within seconds. I went back out. Another buddy of mine says, hey, man, you're a really good dude. You help a lot of people. I said, thanks. I really appreciate that. He goes, here's a phone number for a woman who's looking to talk to people. And I said, all right, what's the requirement? She goes, gotta be white. I said, I did that part. I guess I'm white. So I called the phone number. Lady picks up the phone, and I say, hey, how you doing? I received this phone number from such and such here at Oshkosh Correctional, and I was just, if you're interested, I'd like to talk. I'm not looking to ask you for money or none of that stuff like that. It's nice to have somebody to talk to once in a while. She goes, are you white? I said, yeah. And she goes, well, how old are you? So I'm 49 years old. She goes, yeah. Well, you're black. Call somebody else, and hangs up on me.
Dude, that's crazy,
like,
man.
Yeah. Hey, I thought about it. I thought about it, and I went, "What the hell just happened?"
I mean, there is women out there that do that. There is women that go and connected with prisoners.
I didn't even know what to do. I was just like, I was telling the truth. I didn't even get to tell her. You could have went to the WisconsinLocator.com and looked me up. I mean, I'm as white as fucking driven snow. I don't hide that. Not that I think that's a big deal, but it's just like I thought I met her requirement. I guess not.
Yeah, but there's not. They're gold diggers out there. Yeah. They go with these guys that are in prison, and they go and talk to them and get up. Yeah. Then they get married, and now the state is paying them money because you're in prison.
Yeah.
They get.
I don't know what she thought I was going to
do. She's looking for
you. Yeah. Are you a millionaire? Are you an old white guy? Are you a millionaire who's in prison? Can I come take your money? Yeah, first of all, I'm broke as a joke. I'm an average looking guy. I'm not that tall. And I might not never get out. So I think I hate everything for you not to talk to me. Okay, I get that. You know what I mean? So there you go.
Hey, lady.
I mean, if she would have been like, no, she could have been like, you're too short. Okay, I get that. Oh, you're too white, or you got like, you're a little stockier than I would really prefer. Or you're never getting out of prison, or you're broke. Or okay, you don't have enough hair on your head. Okay, I mean, she didn't even let me get to the fucking parts where she could have been checking off these little boxes and shit. She was just like, you're black, and hung up on me. Call somebody else. And I was just like, I mean, you at some point you got to go. I've had a lot of people call me a lot of things in my life. I've never been accused of being black, not ever. So that's the first. I got to check. That's a new box I'm gonna have to. Time I was accused of being black. I'm white as shit. And then I get, it just, it's crazy. So
you better go look in the mirror.
So there you go. I do. I look in the mirror every day, and I'm like, damn.
Where's that?
Now
black,
I'm like,
where's that black spot on?
Yeah, I'm like, where is she going at? Look, man. I'm like, I mean, I could have told her. I said, look, I mean, I really could have been like, hey, lady, look, I'm kind of well hung, but I'm not really black. So, do you want to go down that route? I could trace it on a piece of paper for you and send it to you. I mean, what do you want me to do here? But she didn't even give me that chance. She didn't even give me that chance, man.
I would have told her
she was on me like, what? Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, hey, yeah. I don't know what that was. I was just like, I said, I'm white as a fucking piece of rice. What the hell? I mean, I thought I made a requirement. That's what you told them. You got to be white. All right, I'm white. I mean, I thought that was kind of a racist thing to begin with, but I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. Somebody to talk to. And she accused me of being black and said, call somebody else. And I went, I mean,
all calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
That's just some goofy stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's just some goofy stuff.
It really. I mean, it was no goofier than watching a man take his clothes off and run across the fucking field. I mean, there's
Dude,
that.
You know what? That guy, if they wanted to, they could have charged him with, hundreds of counts of decent exposure.
Oh, yeah.
They could, yeah.
But
and they probably will.
Most people are. So, okay, listen. I was at Dane County Jail. I want you guys to hear this, what I just went through. I remember this now. So, listen. I was just down there to go to my court hearing. And they brought me down on Tuesday, and they put me in what's basically called the dope fiend pod. Just where they to make sure you're not withdrawing and stuff like that. And I want everybody to clearly hear what I just went through because it fucked my head up. I understand I've been incarcerated for 14 years. What I did not understand was how far the degradation of the education and the drug epidemic has went. I got into there, and they put me in. I've been to this jail many times for my court, and it's never been like this. Now it's there. They put me in there. They booked me in. They put me in the dope fiend pod, which they're all the same down there before you go, to your classified to wherever you're going to go. And right away, there's blood, feces, piss, and mildew everywhere. There are people laying in the beds with shit on them. Nobody's eating. None of the tablets work. The phone system in that pod don't work. The one on when you first come in, works. It's super clean here, but nobody stays there because that's just where they take your picture and they kick you out. And I was like, I banged on the glass. Was like, hey, listen, I'm a state inmate. Is it a possibility, since I'm not high on drugs and fucked up and going through withdrawals and everything, that I can get some cleaning supplies and I can, in a pair of gloves, obviously, because this is really a bio danger in here. I said, can I try to clean this a little bit? He said, no, I don't know what you're going to do with the cleaning supplies. I'm going to try to clean the pod. And he was like, no. So I actually,
They probably, you know what? They might be leaving it like that intentionally so that those guys will clean up, get themselves cleaned up, man.
They're not going to clean up. Listen, that's been that way. Listen, mildew doesn't grow. If I had a camera, there's no way to explain this to you other than it's DM2. It's DM2 was the pod that I was in. And I'm telling you what, the floors, the walls, everything.
Dude, you know
what?
I bet
had shit, blood, piss, everything all over. I'm not exaggerating. I was fucking freaking out. By the time there was a transgender person that came into the pod, and I'm not joking, and he was asking everybody to have sex with him and shit, and no everything, man, come on, go get away from me, you know what I mean? So instead, he ran his head into the glass 3 times and knocked himself out because he said nobody loved him. This is the state I had to deal with. I was just in like an 8 or 9 man pod or whatever it was. Yeah. Hey, listen, I saw another guy rub shit all over himself and then lay on the floor and pass out from whatever he was going through, and the guard just walked by, didn't even check on him, nothing.
Man, he's probably looking at that. He's probably looking at that dinosaur time.
Man, listen, I don't even know what's going on. What I do know is there were people that were coming in that couldn't even communicate, couldn't talk because they had been mentally messed up so far from heroin, meth, and everything. Like, I don't care what drug you are, but I mean, at some point, when you can't even pronounce a simple word to have a communication with somebody, how far have you gone? I mean, I was the only person in the pod that was like sober, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that was the only time in my life where I wish I wasn't. Because, Jesus, that was like a fucking Twilight Zone nightmare. I came back here in my first 24 hours. I was almost like shaking. I hadn't eaten in like 2-3 days because I was scared to touch anything down there. You guys probably think I'm like exaggerating a little bit, for the effect of it, but I'm not. That jail, something happened within the last 2 years that I was there where they don't clean. They literally have mildew growing by the handful everywhere. They have blood everywhere. People have smeared shit everywhere. It is the most horrendous thing I've ever seen in them pods, and I'm like, how is this possible? How is it possible that you don't have cleaning crews in here or an inspector in there doing something? And it's so hot, too, because it used to be ice cold in there. They used to keep it cold and clean. Man, it was so hot now I was sweating balls. I was like, man, this is like almost inhumane. I can't breathe in here. The guy was like, well, don't come to prison. I was like, I am in prison. Send me back to prison.
That
I'm
ain't
like,
even
fuck
prison.
me the fuck out of here.
That's not even prison. But you know what the Lord rushed you out of there. But the Lord did rush you out of there quick, man. He got you out there real quick, man.
The Lord, I'm going to tell you what, I believe wholeheartedly in the Lord anyways, but I believe the Lord got me out of there because my mental state has never been more challenged in the 14 years that I've been incarcerated, and everything that I've seen in my life has never been challenged more than those 3 days that I was just down there in Dane County Jail. And I've been there before multiple times. I've never seen anything like that. And I've even been in that pod before. It's never been like that. So the viewers need to really come together, and they really need to start taking a hard look at, what they're doing to people and what people have done to themselves. If you want to get past that, I'm innocent, and I'm screaming, I need help and all this other stuff, that's fine. But what's going on there is a tragedy. And I do mean tragedy. I've never seen more disgust. Listen, I didn't use the toilet to take, a number 2 basically for 3 days because it was that bad. I wouldn't touch it. I peed, but you know how detrimental that was on my body? I was scared I was going to be over the weekend and I was going to have to hold it. Dude, there's no way I was going to touch a toilet to have blood and feces and piss and all the mildew everywhere all over it. And I'm not exaggerating. This thing was like...
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
Hey, hold on.
Nothing. And like I said,
Hold on, Richard. Hold on. Hold on. Did you hear that? You heard that too, right?
Car accident.
That was a car accident? Oh, dude, hold on, man. I'll be right back. Just keep talking to my stepdad, all right? Because I got to look and see there's a car accident up front. And my car's parked out there. Hold on.
Holy shit. Hey, yeah, he's like my 2013 Splitfire sitting outside,
Yeah. He's got one.
He's like
he's got one of the paddle cars,
Yeah, he's like, hey, my antiquated fucking Flintstone cars out there, man. They can't mess with that. Hold on now. He's got 2 car batteries and a Wi-Fi radio, connected to it. He's like, don't mess with that. No, hey, that's just doing the same, man. That thing was horrible, man. I have never been through anything like that in my life, and I just wow is an understatement.
Dude,
I can't believe.
I can only relate to a degree. When you told me, I think it was yesterday, when you told me about the guys crapping on themselves, and right away I was like, that was somebody that's done heroin. Yep.
Yeah, well, most people there are all heroin and meth. They're all screwed up so far, And the one guy, this is no joke, and people are probably gonna laugh about this, but the one guy came in and he killed his dog. Now I'm an animal lover. I love animals, So I was kind of like, man. And he's telling everybody, yeah, man. But I told my PO, man, that the dumb dog fell down the stairs and shit, man. When I was horse playing with it, scared it, and it slipped backwards and broke its neck. And I was like,
dude, how do you go to think about that? How do you get arrested for? It's firecrackers. How do you get arrested? How do you get arrested? Yeah, somebody. I mean, so how do you tell somebody? Yeah, man, I went ahead and I broke this dog's neck. Dude, I wouldn't tell nobody.
Yeah,
nothing,
but listen to what happens though. So follow the punchline on this, so everybody understands what I'm about to say. So he's telling everybody this, and his mind is messed up to the point where he don't even think he knows what he's saying anymore. But that's what he was actually in there for. And he said, so I was kind of like, damn, I don't know why, but I'm going to say something. So I'm like, hey, man, so what, the dog fell off the porch or something like that? So yeah, he goes, man, ain't no stairs in my house. There's the punchline.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just said he fell downstairs. You just told the probation pro and the police and everything that the reason the dog died because it fell downstairs. He goes, I don't know why. He says, I live in a flat. There ain't a stair anywhere. So anyways, buddy, you're going to prison for cruelty to animals. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, they did. I'm glad they did. You don't hurt animals or shit like that, but this is the state of mind that he's in because he was all messed out. The dog was barking, probably starving to death or something like that, and he fucking broke the dog's neck. And I'm like, what the hell is going on with our people? Yeah, I'm like, I felt bad because, man, like I said, I love animals, and I'm like, shit, man, But what am I supposed to do? Beat him up and shit? I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Nah, you ain't gonna beat him up, man.
No, I'm just, it crossed my mind a couple times. The guy was
listen,
nasty.
That
was one of the guys that,
That's the problem when guys get in there. They think that's a problem, not the problem, but a problem.
1 minute
guys
remaining.
feel like when guys get in there, depending on what they're in there for, that they gotta be the guy. They gotta be the Judge Dredd. No, they're all in the same. They're all in the same tuna can. Everybody's in the same dilemma. If you could all break out, you'd all break out. That's it. You wouldn't be like, oh, we're only taking these guys with us. These other guys can stay. Somebody might do that, but I'm gonna tell you right now, when it's all said and done, it's us against them, them against us, them against them, and that's about it. Now, granted, people can say that also.
Phone numbers quick before the phone hangs up. Did you get those phone numbers for Drake Bentley and Trisha Doyle?
You sent them to me?
Both of those reporters?
You sent them to me, right?
I don't send them to you. I don't think I did.
Well, if you didn't send them, then I ain't got them.
Is this recording live right now? So if I say the number really quick, you get it?
Yeah.
414-391-5647. That's Drake Bentley. Trisha Doyle is 917-291-1197. Those are both reporters.
And that's it. Did you see that I did a video? He recorded. I recorded him asking for help from the public to raise money for his GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Did you see that I did that?
Yeah.
He got over. He's probably got over 6,500 views on Rumble alone. And nobody donated $1 even.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
I mean, you would think that somebody, this guy, recently he had a court appearance, right? This guy here, Richard Harrison, for people who are watching right now, he just had a court appearance. He's got himself a new attorney, right? His old attorney said, "I'm not going to let you fire me." How is that?
I know.
He said that she's like, "I'm not going to let you fire."
What happened to his court date? What happened to that?
The old attorney that refuses to be fired, right? She had it postponed.
Really?
Yeah, this lady's playing. See, because she don't want it to be revealed that she's dogged him, right? Because it's going to reflect. If he gets out of prison, you know what's going to end up happening when his conviction's overturned? That judge is going to be disbarred. That attorney will probably be disbarred, and anybody who knew that he was innocent in prison and refused to help him cover it up.
An inmate at Prairie du Chien Correctional.
They're going to get disbarred.
Than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using IC Solutions.
Don't forget the topic.
Begin speaking now.
Hey, Rich, how you doing, buddy? How you doing there?
I'm doing good. I got Ken here with me right now.
Yeah, and our main thing here is.
You forgot already?
O.J. Simpson.
O.J., baby.
O.J. Simpson. Hey, Skip, how you doing? Yeah. Hey, but while you on O.J., Iran just struck Israel.
You know what? My stepdad was just talking about that. Where did they strike it, though? Where did they strike Israel? Where?
It ain't said. They struck them like maybe 6 o'clock. They shot some bombs over there.
Yeah, it was over by next to another country there. I can't remember the name of it.
No, but they struck Israel.
Yeah, they struck Israel, not in the city or anything.
No, I don't think it was in the city.
No,
it was in the country.
The country hit, yeah. Hey, is Ruben Magri around there?
Huh? I don't know where he's at. I've been looking for him, but I've been trying to find him.
Ruben Magri. Dude, check it out.
Yeah,
We'll talk Israel. We will talk Israel. But OJ,
we can talk OJ. It don't matter either one. Huh?
Like him, love him. What is it?
Well, hey, Israel, I don't know, man. I don't like Iran, so.
No, I'm talking about OJ. Hey. Like him, love him. What's up?
He's all right, man. I don't know.
I'll tell you, dude, I love OJ.
OJ
man.
did some.
Listen,
I love OJ, but.
Dude, listen. Okay, listen.
Hey, I'm glad he got off. I'm glad he beat that case, man. That's what I want.
Here's the thing. If you're found guilty, everybody wants to say tar and feather that person, right? If you're found not guilty, but they feel you did it, everybody wants to say tar and feather that person. And you can't win.
Right.
People want people to be punished, and at the same token, though, like if you're found not guilty, they don't want to respect it. This isn't the election we're talking. Right. This isn't the election we're talking about. This is about, even though that's more important because that's a nation, but we're talking about our criminal justice. If someone's found not guilty, you gotta let it be. It is what it is.
Right.
Especially
because when you found guilty, they tar and feather you. But when you found not guilty, hey, I don't know, man. Because I don't like that OJ case, and that's the Ron Goldman guy.
Ron Goldman, yeah.
I could see.
That's the one.
I could see Mark Murphy planting the blood. I could see that. In theory, I could see that happening. But either way,
yeah, they dropped blood on the sidewalk and up the roadway where he's at. There little drops of blood here and there. Yeah, right.
No, I'm just saying it could. But you know what? 30 years he had to live with that. 30 years he had to live with being blacklisted. And I use that loosely, but blacklisted, he should have been. Dude, we could, like I was telling my stepdad, and I told the last caller that's in Oshkosh, Richard Harrison. I said, we could have learned something from OJ. Not indirectly. We could have learned something from OJ directly. OJ should have had his own TV show. He could have rocked because he was entertaining. He was funny. He was, dude, these people, when they go, right?
When you're canceled, you ain't doing shit.
That's not true.
He was canceled.
People, listen.
Proved it right there.
Hey, if people want to, they're going to. If people want to, they're going to. He could have started. This is what he could have done.
Wanted to, but it didn't happen.
Because you know why?
Because he was black.
No, because he didn't take the initiative. He didn't take the initiative. You know what he could have done? He could have made if he had made a web page, if he had, a private number. Who the hell is this? I ain't answering that anyway. If he had.
Hey, he said.
What?
Hey, no, I was saying that I think he got a raw deal in Vegas. Now, I think that.
That was punishment. That was punishment. That was punishment right there because he was found not guilty. That was punishment. They do that all the time. There was some guy in Wisconsin who he beat a murder, right? But he got caught bringing in prescription drugs, right? The judge gave him like 20 years.
Right.
Judge gave him 20 years. You know why? That was punishment because they were like, you should have got found guilty for the murder. Now with OJ, he could have had a web. He could have had an internet. He could have had his own internet address. He could have had a website, and he could have posted video. He could have posted shows. He could have had his own show. You'd had plenty of people would dude. Mike Tyson would have been on it. I guarantee you, Mike Tyson would have been on it. He could have got Dave Chappelle. I'm gonna tell you right now, his show would have blew up. His show would have blew up, man.
Yeah, it would have blew up. He would have got all the. It should have. I think it should have been him and Arsenio Hall together.
Yeah, you're right.
Dude, that's so crazy that you said that. Listen,
right there.
This is so crazy. When you said Arsenio Hall 2 seconds ago, that went through my mind. I said, man, he would have blew out Arsenio Hall. Like, I'm serious. That really went through my mind right now. That's wild, dude. That's our part. You know, we could have learned something from OJ, and now he's gone. So it's all said and done. Now it's just washed down the toilet.
It's too late now.
Now you got people. You got people. They're still like I use the term tar and feathering. I don't know if that was with you. It was the last guy I said tar and feathering for sure. You know, they're still. I'm not gonna use the word crucify because that's the Lord, but they're still throwing darts at this man.
Right, and they mad because they only got out of all that money settlement, they only got $141,000.
Now listen, think of this. How is it? How can you be found not guilty criminally, but be found guilty civilly? That's not justice right there, man. That's not justice.
Right. And now,
yeah, but see, they're using what they're doing, using a state and a federal, and that's what they did.
You know what they do that too? You know what else they do? The state and the federal. If you're found not guilty in the state court,
they get you federal.
They can charge you a federal, depending if it violates someone's civil rights were violated. They can charge you in federal. Yeah, and that's how they get you, man. If they really want you, they'll get you, man. If they really want the Manwich Show, they're gonna get the Manwich Show. Trust me, they're gonna get us. They're gonna say you can't be talking like this on the internet. What?
Hey, Rich, I sent you a text. Did you get my email?
Yeah, I did get it.
Oh, you got the email. Okay, I'm just wondering because it still say pending.
Let me read it. Let me read it. Check it out. Hold on. It says, hey there, what's up? Victor, I just got your friend request on this app. I hope to that's me messaging you back.
Right.
So this is what I told you, though. All right. This is what I told you.
No, I read yours.
Okay. I
sent you one after that.
No, I didn't get it back. I didn't get it yet.
It says pending, right? Because we got these new tablets, right? And you could. I'm like, talking on my tablet right now, and they got these podcasts on the free site, right? But it's called the Real Vita, and it's on the free site, and they show Christian music videos.
Yeah, you know what? You found that on the tablet, right?
Yeah.
Some guy told me about it. Some guy told me about it. I looked it up, and I sent a message to him. Yeah, it's called The Real Life. In other words, I looked it up. Yeah, they haven't messaged me back though. I messaged them a couple days ago. They haven't messaged me back. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not. They're Christ centered. Hopefully, they are winning souls. But I have not found yet. Not that I've looked. I haven't looked far. I haven't gone like on my way. But It just seems like a lot of this stuff that's supposed to be for people in prison that
They inside the prison.
They're inside the prison.
They went inside the prison. Yeah, what it is it's a like a Bible study thing here. It's like sort of like lessons that you can take through them, and they got plenty of rap videos, Christian rap videos, and Christian music. Hey, it's real nice. You know, because I'm setting up a podcast
Other than
when I get
properly
out.
placed, attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
Up in Minnesota.
Check this out. When you get out, touch bases with me, and I whatever I can help you with, I'll help you out, man. Because like right now, this setup that I got right now, it's in my living room, bro. You be doing it. You could be doing it in your living room. You could do it in the kitchen. You could be doing it in your room. You could be doing it wherever. You don't have to be in a studio setting, man. You bring the studio. Hey, you bring the studio to you. We brought the studio here.
Bring the studio to me.
Listen. We got mics here. We got mics. We got 3 computer monitors going. We got all this off of a laptop with a Rodecaster Pro, which is an audio workstation. Dude, and it's all decked out. It's decked out. You know, it's decked out, man. It's a man cave. We're in a man cave with mics, and we're rocking, dude. All these platforms. Hey, all these platforms.
When
are
you
free
getting out? When you getting out?
I get out in July. It was supposed to be the 23rd on the 29th on a Monday, but you're supposed to get out the Tuesday before. But now they're trying to say, since I'm doing MR, mandatory release, that I get out the 29th. But that's going to probably change back to the 23rd, because the only way you have to do that is if you maximum discharging out. It's just somebody in the records office. She used to be an officer. She don't know nothing about all that stuff. So I wrote her, hey, believe me, I know the law, so if they let me out the 29th, I'll probably not have no parole. And if you get out on your max discharge, you don't have parole. They've already ruled against it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
so they can do what they want to do. Yeah. But I get out in July.
And so you max.
I'm going to St. Paul.
You max discharge.
I know.
Right?
I'm not max discharging. I got till 2034 on parole.
Oh, okay. Check this out.
So I don't know what the hell they talking about.
Okay. Well, listen. Check this out. Dude, all these platforms. So many of these platforms are free, man. Okay, the Facebook's free, of course. X is free, but Spotify is free. iHeart Radio's free. Rumble, YouTube, man, dude, you just find yourself the niche. You find yourself the niche. You get what I'm saying? And you like this, right? This is a prison podcast. Right. You could do a prison podcast. You could do a podcast.
That's what I plan to do.
You could do a podcast that's not about prison. Like, listen, like when we do this podcast, when guys call in, what we do? We say, today's topic is, okay, this last week was a solar eclipse. So we today's topic is no justice, no peace. What do you think? You know, dude, we talk about what's going.
No peace.
You know, we're talking about what's going on today. What happened with OJ? People know about OJ, and then we talk about whatever after that. We don't just stick to one subject. We have to stick to one subject. There's a subject when guys call in. After that, now we start talking about Iran and what's happening in Israel, and we'll let you pop off with that. You know, that's what this podcast is. And then we get guys that are in prison. And you can vouch, guys are in prison, they get on this podcast, they get to talk, man. You got people that don't answer the phone for whatever it may be, right? But in this case, we're here, we're answering lines, and you get to chop it up. And we're strangers to you, but at the same token, we're not. Because now we talk so much, it's like, wow, you know, we could be cellmates, and we'd be like, hey, man, you could have the bottom bunk. All right, I'll have the bottom bunk. And I'm just saying, now that may be a far stretch. That might be a far stretch, but
we ain't coming back in here once we out of here.
Yeah. But you know that's what about.
Our plan is to stay out, right?
So before you leave, check it out. Before you leave, you've got a network, man. You got to talk. You got to start talking to those guys. The brothers that are in there, you got to talk to them. You got to talk to the other guys too. You don't just stick to one genre and be like, man, I'm gonna talk to these hood guys, or I'm gonna talk to these guys over here.
No, I'm gonna talk to everybody.
Everybody. That's right. Now, and when you do that, I
network in the whole system.
All right, so
I network the whole system.
Now I think it is.
Because I did this is my 31st year.
Okay. So now, having said that, you
got out for 2.
So you got guys on Waupon. Then you got guys that
Waupon, Green Bay.
You got it, bro.
Everywhere, Stanley, Red Granite, everywhere.
And because everybody's got phone calls, got phones in their room now, you could do 5-minute phone calls.
Yeah.
Technically, we should be doing a 5-minute phone call on here, but the conversation's going well, so we're gonna keep rocking with it. All right. But when these guys call in, that's something to think about. You do 5-minute phone calls. It's gonna give guys. It's gonna open up the lines for and then you want to have a roster. You know, you can't take in thousands of people because you maybe you could, but at the same token, you have a roster. Then you got the same guys because some guys are gonna be like, I give up, man. I call all the time, nobody picks up.
Yeah, well, everybody know me in the entire system. They know Shorty Vic. Everybody in this system knows me.
Yo, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna say right now. Hey, you know who Danny?
I talked to Shorty Vic.
I may just do that. Don't hold me to it because there's a lot of stuff that's on my mind. But I ask you right now, then, who's Danny Connor? You know who Danny Connor is? Danny Connor.
I know that name.
You know who Solid is? You know who Solid is? You know who Solid is?
Yeah, I know Solid.
Give me Solid's name.
Yeah,
What's his real name? What's his real name? What's his government name?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Just 1 second. I'm going to tell you who Solid. Jack! Where's Jack? Jack!
Jack Hebert.
I'm gonna tell you Solid real name.
I know it. I'm waiting for you.
No, because we being Solid, we done done time in Green Bay for all through the 90s.
You know who Loke is?
Loke.
He got 20 years. He got probably like. He got. He's black. He's black.
Jack.
He got.
What's Solid real name?
But as one commentator said, the murderer again went into overkill. Goldman was stabbed in the neck.
Damn, I don't know. I can't think of his real name.
I'll tell you if I give you half. If I give you half, you got the other half.
What's you give me the half? Give me half of it.
I'll give you half. Martise.
Martise. What's his name, Jack? That's his last name, Martise. Damn, I can't even think, man. I'm talking to this podcast, my guy, Rich Harvey now. And he say Loke. Remember Loke? Which Loke you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll tell you right now. How about this? Oh man, hold on.
He know Solid than everybody. He did time.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna think of another guy.
Hold on.
Peachy. You know who Peachy is?
Peachy.
You know who Peachy is?
I don't know him.
He's a big Mexican.
You know his name. Solid name is Dominique Cross. You talking about?
No, it's Odom Martise. That's Solid's name. This is the Solid I'm talking about. See, I said that because you got.
It's too Solid. Odom Martise.
Calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
You know him. I think.
Big nose Solid. Big nose Solid. How's that?
Big nose Solid. Oh, he talking about Solid had the big nose with the perm. Brown skin, light brown skin.
Nah, he's dark.
Yeah, he was in green.
Well, there's so many Solids. Listen, okay, well, he hasn't called for a while on the podcast, but I'll bear that in mind.
All you gotta do is say Shorty Vic, and they know me.
You know who Menace is? You know who Menace is?
Menace, I know that name. Who in the hell is that? Hey man, you got to remember, I'm like 64 now. I've done 30 years. I know I've met a lot of people, thousands and thousands. But I bet you if you say Shorty Vic, everyone know me.
Did you know who Sharif was?
Sharif, that's who is Sharif, Jack? Sharif, that's tall nigga. He about 6'4", 6'3".
No,
Sharif,
no. He goes by Buddy.
Not him.
No.
He go by Buddy. We don't know him. I only knew one Sharif. He was
this guy I told you about named Sharif. He had he did over 40 years in prison, almost 50 or something like that. They let him go on.
He did that. Dark skin, bald head.
Yeah,
dark skin, kind of stocky,
he had a big head. He had a big head, like he was like Darth Vader.
Big ass bald head, real dark skin.
He was like Darth Vader, but with the helmet.
Yeah, he was at one prime with me. He was in one perm.
He used to be a boxer. When they had boxing gloves, when they used to be able to box,
Yeah.
he was a boxer
Right.
in prison.
Yeah, I know what Sharif you talking about
now
now.
listen,
I know another Sharif though.
Let's get back to Israel now.
To the side. Yeah, Israel is like, hey, I don't know. I'm hoping they tack Iran. I really want to just, me myself, I wish the United States just get with Israel and go on and put Iran down.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now,
that'll cause World War III. We get China on our house.
1 minute remaining.
you know, I will say this though. America has to stick with Israel because that's under the Abrahamic covenant. So, man, God bless you, Victor. Man, we loved having you this week on the podcast, man. Dude, you got my phone number, man. As long as I don't get locked up, listen, man. Call me up. Keep calling the podcast, and when you get out, dude, we'll collaborate, and then I'll give you some pointers on your podcast, dude. You'll rock out,
all
man.
All right, then, brother. All right,
Get all those.
Both of y'all take care.
You too. Get all those contact numbers of those guys, them people, their information. Get it so when you get out, they call you up, and then you got the roster, man.
Right. I got people in all the joints. I'm set. They already know to pass my number around when I get out.
All right, man. Love you, brother.
All right, love, brother. God bless you, man.
You too, brother. Have a good one.
Hey, I sent you an email too. I don't know when you gonna get it.
Hopefully, probably tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow.
All right. Okay.
All right, man. Dude, you've been live on TikTok the whole time?
Yeah.
Dude, I told you, go get a tripod. You could have had a tripod sitting right there, and your phone would have been connected to the wall. And then I've been,
It's not on TikTok yet.
What is that? Just
it's
a recording?
It's going to go on TikTok.
Oh,
I got to edit.
All right. Well, well, next time, by the next air that we do, next week Saturday, get a tripod, put it over there.
Yeah, Mike's got one.
All right, get up a tripod, put it over there, though. You'll be able to put your phone connected to that tripod. Bada boom, bada bing. And then I won't be looking at your mustache right now. Now I'm going to go back and call Don. Now I'm going to call back because he's been calling all night. And I'm going to have to.
Don is, I don't know.
Off the phone, I'm going to have to. I want to get back to that story. I'm going to have to make it quick. Dude, I went to the thrift store with him, too.
Yeah?
Like, I actually went places with Don. Hey, Don.
Yeah.
All right. Now, listen.
I had my name changed.
Okay, wait.
Cop killer.
I had my name changed.
Cop killer.
I had my name changed.
Yeah, cop
I'm the
killer.
Cop killer. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, the fucking pigs can write with their fucking asshole brain. I can be the cop killer. Yeah. Fuck your asshole system. Yeah, you piece of shit American government piece of shit pig system.
All right, now Don. I want to talk about what happened.
Killer. My name is Cop Killer.
You're
Cop
showing
killer.
yourself. You're not showing me. You're showing yourself. We got to take another call from Oshkosh. We will take your call. Don't worry. I'll call you back. Don't call me. I'll call you back. All right.
Call me back. All right. Call me back. I'm Cop Killer. I'm Cop Killer.
Oh wait, stay on the phone now. I
That's the
accidentally
cop
hung up on that
killer.
person, man. I actually hung up on somebody. Now you can stay on the phone. You there?
All right.
All right. So listen. So now going back, you're showing
You
yourself.
hung up? Yeah,
you're showing
I
your
know
mouth.
that. I know that.
Okay, all right. No, I actually hung up on the person in prison. I pressed the wrong up. I went down instead of up. So, dude. So me and Don, we go.
No, I'm the international cop killer. I'm known across the world.
Call yourself that. I'm gonna call you that.
I'm the cop killer. Yeah. I'm not Don.
You tell. You know what? Listen
Not
here.
Don no more.
You tell the story then. Now pick up where we were left off over at the donut shop at the Kringle place.
No, I was telling you about I was doing a funeral for a cop.
No, I want to hear it. No, we're talking about. Listen, I want to talk about yesterday's adventure. Now pick up where we left off on the Kringle.
No, let's talk about my friends that fuck up the system.
All right, go ahead.
Let's talk about
Just go
fucking
ahead.
donut shit.
Go ahead.
Dahmer works for Dunkin' Donuts part-time. Yeah, I don't want to talk about the fucking donut time. This is not donut pig time.
You got 5 minutes. Listen.
Fucking pig, why they get shot?
Listen, you got
Let's talk about why
5.
the pigs get shot.
You got 5 minutes. Let it rip, and then after that, we're gonna be taking phone calls from guys from prison again. Don't call unless I call you, though. You keep calling into the podcast while I'm talking to guys, all right?
Let me give you 5 minutes. Let me give the listener 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Holy felony!
All right.
Even with so much evidence, the case of the prosecution
Wow.
was doomed.
That was it?
Hey, okay, let me give you 5 minutes, right?
Podcast? Your prison call is over? This is a prison podcast. Mr. Cop Killer, you there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so what happened? Manila Bay, Stephen Paddock called me and he asked me years ago, is my country that fucking stupid? I says, my name is a man without a country and my name is Cop Killer. Get that right. And he shot those 600 people. Yeah. Dahmer said to me, is your country that fucking stupid? I told Dahmer, the cannibal, I said, my name is a man without a country. The country's not stupid, it's fucking stupid. The 9/11 individuals, they confronted me 90 times, and they asked me, is my country that fucking stupid? I says, my name is a man without a country. The country is fucking garbage. The country is a piece of shit. They flew their planes in government bills. The guy that shot the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, Florida, Omar, talked to me on the telephone numerous times. He asked me the same thing. That operandi. Is your country that fucking stupid? I says, my name is a man without a country. And he shot those and killed 60 people plus. It goes on and on and on and on. I mean, if the cops can write shit about me on their police reports and sit there and think it's fucking cute, I can tell anybody and everybody across the road, as Ben Franklin says, you tell anybody and everybody how pigs are fucking pigs. And it's not getting any better. And the Department of Labor got a law, lie detector test for lying fucking pigs, right in every sheriff's office across America. And the pigs don't have to take a lie detector; they're above the law. They can shit on you and put you in prison for things you never even did. And if you don't have a $35,000 attorney, you're going to the big house every day.
I think I said that. You're going to the big house. You're going to the big house.
You know why there's only 2 handles on a coffin when a crooked fucking donating pig dies? That's all fucking garbage can need.
Wow. Wow.
Do you know what the difference between a fucking dumbass judge or a stupid piece of shit district attorney found dead in the road and a little puppy found dead in the road? There's skid marks for that puppy. Yeah, no skid marks for the judge or district attorney. What does lawyers and sperm have in common? They got a 1 out of a billion chance becoming human. Yeah, so I mean, you pay your way. They should teach the children in school. Get a $35,000 attorney, whatever it takes. That way you can commit any crime and you're off the case right away. You can sleep late. The judge will discuss the case while he's dropping his drawers at the local country club with the chief of police. Yep. Like I said, that's why Miley Cyrus wrote the Bible over again. She says, when God made man, she was joking. The reason why man was made, according to the lesbian bulldog movement, Miley Cyrus strap on vibrating dildos. Don't mow the lawn or take out the garbage. Well, man is the fucking slave now. Woman runs the program. And this movement, Jesus coming back, it's all in Revelation. The woman betrays the man. And all the system cares about is women can fuck guys over night and day and night. Some of these guys will shoot and kill their fucking wife when she's acting on the fucking rag. And the system has no cure for that. The cops getting their face shot or getting run over, and I invented products to prevent that. But the cops, when I ask them to help me in life situations, they do 4 things rhetorically. They tell me, fuck you, kiss my ass, eat shit and die, get the hell out of here. So what goes around comes around. Country's not going to get any better. One of my friends working in the White House for 20 years retired when Trump was in office, and she told me she saw Trump giving oral sex to guys in the White House, even the oral sex to guys in other countries. And I designed products for Homeland Security to actually end or win the war. And the past 3 presidents didn't care at all. So I'm going to bring their asses in the federal court, have them charged with murder. All the soldiers that were killed throughout the war could have been prevented. George W. Bush, Barack Obama, and Donald Trump. war could have been won or over the right way. Instead, $90 billion of equipment is over there to start fighting with America. Only God knows how soon they'll be over here doing suicide bombing. And the two brothers that did the Boston Marathon steam kettle, that 300 people got seriously hurt and 7 died, that all could be prevented. But the system acts stupid. When I tell the FBI, they bloody my face. But they're not even waste my fucking time talking to the FBI. Piece of shit from hell. I told the FBI back in 1993 with the 19 plus terrorists that they call terrorists, that they told me in their language, you're going to fly planes number films. The FBI insisted I reveal the 2 cops from the South market I was buying heroin from back in the 1974, 1978 when I worked for Mr. Bin Laden. That was by far more important than 3,000 people dying in the world going to war that they cannot fight these people. I mean, fuck the FBI, fuck the CIA, fuck the stupid U.S. Marshals, fuck the fucking fag asshole sheriffs and local police. But I told Rich, I will make him a rich person by me being Clint Eastwood with a loose cannon, advertising how fucked up this piece of shit country has been since 1961 to the present day. And I want to endorse Joseph Biden. He knows me by name Robert Michael Hansen back in the 80s and 90s. I'm endorsing Joseph Biden to do as I state, to make a country respected for gay, lesbian, African-American, Muslim people, people religious, people not religious, people into the occult, people New Age, that everybody would be respected, whether physically or spiritually challenged. And I believe Joe Biden can go down in history as a wonderful person that can change the whole program. Donald Trump, I begged Trump 1,109 times. Take out the fucking garbage. Scott Walker, the dumbass David Clark, Tommy Thompson, Ron Johnson. They were all friends, my mother and I.
Hey.
Donald Trump would not do that. He would not take out the fucking
right now, we're going to take a break. Well, no, I guess we can't do that. Oh, yeah, we got a phone call coming from somebody in prison, all right? We're going to take that prison phone call. Right here,
Yeah.
It's all right?
Thank you for 5 minutes of fame and fortune.
Hello, you have a prepaid call from an inmate at all calls other than properly placed attorney calls.
Dude, he can go on and on and on.
Thank you for using IC Solutions.
Hey, but
You may begin speaking
killer,
now.
Cop killer.
What's going on?
Oh, what's going on there, Tom?
Hey, Tom.
How are you
Tommy
all?
boy. Listen, today's
Yeah.
topic
Yeah.
is
Rin Tin Tin.
No, what is it? Tell them what today's topic is.
O.J. Simpson. We're talking about O.J. Simpson.
O.J.
Yeah.
Simpson.
Hey, yeah,
Oh,
you know,
boy.
he passed away, you know. So,
He was totally innocent.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
And Rich got that. Yeah. I heard he died, day before yesterday?
Yeah.
Some
Cancer.
shit like that.
Prostate
Yeah,
cancer or something
yeah.
like that. No?
Wow. Yeah. Finally took hold, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, think about that. He's innocent, and then bam.
Oh,
the whole
they're
Reagan
ragging
thing
on him.
happens, and
He's dead and they're still
30
ragging on
years.
him.
30 years, man. No, you know, there's you can't even. They just
Karma.
can't. Everybody's got 30 years. That's a long time for the word karma, but for 30 years,
No. He got away with murder, and then he did the Vegas memorabilia thing. He got 30.
Yeah, that's true.
That's karma. Damn right. Wow.
That was his
I
trophies,
didn't
though.
even know that was I didn't know that. Yeah, that just really bugged me. Honestly, I mean, it's his stuff, right?
Yeah.
But
they stole his stuff.
How did
and
other
took it
people
back.
get it?
They stole it from him. You know?
No, I know, but how did the person he robbed for it back? How did that person get the stuff? I never understood that. Did he rob OJ's house and get it, and then OJ is going to rob him back and just have to get
What,
caught?
wasn't it put up for collateral or something? By some lawyer? He put it up for some lawyer for collateral?
The memorabilia?
Yeah. And then somehow some
I
guy in
don't
Vegas
know.
got a hold of it.
Oh, was that the deal?
I think. that's
Oh,
what it
you
was.
mean for his first case?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Yeah, I never heard of that. But, I mean, it's plausible, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, his stuff would have been worth quite a bit, man. Dude was all-time, what was he? MVP.
Yeah.
Big time.
He was the
he was a
first.
good player.
He was the first NFL rusher to break a rush over 2,000 yards in the season.
Wow.
And he played football a little bit different, too.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't know. I never knew much about OJ. I always wondered what O stood for.
Oh, Orville, probably. It was
Orange
probably
juice.
Orville.
Orenthal.
Orville.
Orenthal. Orenthal.
Yeah, Orenthal.
Orenthal. I've never heard of that name before.
Yeah, man,
Who would name the kid that anyway?
That's right. Like, who would name a child Orville? Who would try?
Orville Redenbacher.
Can you think of a name that starts with the letter O? Okay, besides
there
that
you go. There you go.
I don't count. That's
Ollie.
his time.
Yeah,
that's from his
old school.
era. That's Popeye.
Yeah, that's from,
Ollie?
Oh, no, that's from your three sons, right? My three sons? Your three sons?
No,
my three
Olive,
daughters?
like Olive and Olive
my
and
7
Popeye.
cousins. Okay. Was it?
Olive
Olive oil. Olive oil.
My two cellies. My two cellies.
My two cellies, right? One of them was Ollie.
Hey, wait until those new tablets come, man. You guys be making phone calls to whoever you want, your loved ones from the cell.
We and one other institution are the last to get them.
Wow.
But yeah, that's going to be interesting, huh? Now, here's the thing. With those tablets, are they going to cause a lot of problems? Because let's say I get a phone call, or I make a phone call. Am I going to want my celly hearing that? Like, it's going to be quiet.
It's going to cause some problems.
If I want to have some type of phone sex with my old lady or something, then what?
Go into the day room or something. You know? You don't have to,
go sit on the back stall.
Yeah.
In the bathroom.
Or go by McDonald's. Go to McDonald's over there. They get that Wi-Fi.
Oh
over there.
yeah.
Is that McDonald's kid over there?
He don't know.
Did you
He's
guys
not going
miss
to know
the
because
pay-per-view?
What?
Did you guys miss the pay-per-view on RCI?
No.
They had that Easter egg hunt, man, where they dug a bunch of holes out there, put 2 sets of release papers out there, and all the rest of the holes had like one-shot derringers and other kinds of weapons. You guys missed that?
Yeah,
okay.
dude.
We don't get it up here. We don't get that channel.
You got that idea from
I was
that.
just wondering how many people died because we don't get that channel.
You got that idea from Death Race.
Right?
Is that from Death Race?
It's
Where they're like
just a different version.
Yeah.
No, I made that up myself.
Dude,
I made up a memo. I typed it up and I put it on the billboard out here.
You put the big letters out on the billboard. Have a nice day.
Did people bother to read it? Did they say anything? They were like, "Who did this? What is this? Is this right?"
Rich, I'm a compulsive liar.
Oh, dude, you could have done it though. Listen, you could have done it, but he could have done it. Listen, he could have done it because he's got a typewriter.
Definitely.
He could have typed. Now, granted, I guess people that have been there, but you know what? You could have printed it in the library and then put it on the wall.
Absolutely, could have made it up on the computer, made it look legit.
Yeah, legitimate.
That would have been cool. You would have been. Oh my God! Did you hear about that Easter egg hunt?
Legitimate.
I went around and asking dudes this, and they're all like real attentive. They're listening real well. And then I, of course, got to the one-shot derringers and all the rest of the weapons. They're like, "What, dude? What?" I'm like, "Dude, we don't get the channel, but I'm wondering how many people are going to die."
Hey, check this out.
1 unit at a time, pay-per-view.
When I was in there, I said, "Dude," did you guys
You were
hear?"
never here.
I said, when I was in there, I said, "Dude, did you hear? Russia's at war with Mexico." I was saying this to people, right? I didn't say it to many people, but I said I thought of the most funniest movie. It was like a movie idea. It just came together. But I was like, I said, Russia declared war against Mexico, and I said, you remember the Cold War with
Mexico
the U.S. I said, well, no. I said, you remember I told this like 2 guys. I said, you remember the Cold War with Russia and the U.S. Well, this is called the Chile War, and I said because it's Chile in Russia, but Chile's also hot in In Mexico, I told him, I said, right now,
yeah.
I said, right now, there's fishermen in the Gulf of Mexico, and they're casting their nets to catch the Russian subs before they enter into their waters.
To catch the sub.
I said,
damn.
And then I was thinking of a movie idea, and it would be so funny because you could have Mexicans and they're throwing avocados and they think that they're live grenades. They're biting the tip off the avocado and they throw it and they realize it's an avocado, it's not a grenade, and vice versa. Right. The Russians, they're like, grab it, a grenade,
but it still blows up. That'd be great,
dude. Or explosive avocados. Dude, that would be a funny film, dude. I've come up with some crazy.
They're putting little kidney beans on the hooks and throwing them into the Gulf, trying to catch.
They can load the firearms with kidney beans, and they can just crank it like those Civil War guns, the gauntlet, and then just shoot dry hard kidney beans as it bounces, ricochets off the tanks.
little bean-sized C4.
Now, I really shouldn't laugh because that could be America if America don't get its act together. You know, America's so far behind now.
We are breeding
in the arms
a bunch
race.
of wimps, aren't we?
Yeah, dude. You know, these generations aren't growing up on G.I. Joe. They're not growing up on the Ninja Turtles. They're not growing up on
right.
Superman.
He-Man. Yeah, there's no.
Yeah.
You got China corrupting our kids, for right now. So when they're adults, they'll be all screwed up. Yes. I mean, the other day there was this little guy in here. He just come in here. He's like, I don't know, 4 or 5. And I got on my knees and I looked at him. I put my hands out. I said, and I patted him on the head and I said, "What's your truth, little boy?" That's about how can I cater to you? He loved it.
Hey, how young was
America.
he? How young was he?
What's that?
How young was he?
I still didn't hear you on that one.
How young was this guy?
Yeah, you patted on the head.
Oh, he's not young at all, man. He's my age. I mess with him all the time.
Oh my gosh, he's a
I'm
midget.
helping him with his case.
He's a midget, bro.
No, he wasn't a midget. No. Oh, by the way, hey, that's little people. Knock it off.
Yeah,
Stop
he's
it.
a dwarf.
You can't call him
He's a dwarf.
No, you ain't
Stop
supposed
it.
to call him dwarf either.
How can I cater to you, little boy? What is your truth?
They're called little people.
I love it. Yeah, little people.
Man.
Oh my God. Anyway, we're just raising a bunch of wannabe entitled little. I mean, the worst of millennials. You got what are the ones behind them yet? Like younger. Wow.
X.
I think I'm X.
Yeah, you're in the 80s.
So I think the youngest right now is like millennial. Then there's Y. No. Then there's Z, Y, X. I'm X, I believe. I can never keep it straight. You know what I mean?
Yours in the 80s or 90s?
Yeah, I was born in 1921. No, 71.
Let's see. Then you're.
Forgot my birth date. It's old timers disease. Yeah.
Generation X. I'm a millennial.
80.
Yeah. What? You're a millennial.
Dude, listen, I really am. I'm on the cusp. See, it's from 82 to 2001. I was born in 82. I'm on the cusp. I'm a millennial on the cusp, dude.
You're a Y, dude. You're a Y. Millennials are the youngest right now.
Yeah,
No.
The youngest.
No.
The
Well, there's one behind them. That's it. So
there's one before.
There's one behind them.
There's after them now already. Do you have the millennials, and then they got Generation Z.
Yeah. The very youngest are, I don't know what they're called, and then it's millennials, Z, Y, and X. I'm an X.
I'm a millennial, dude.
So you must be a Z. You must be a Z.
I'm telling you, I'm a millennial. I looked it up. I'm a millennial, dude. I really am.
What did it say? What did it say for dates?
For what?
But the book said compulsive. That was the title.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich, you do know gullible is not in the dictionary, correct?
Oh, it's in there.
Gullible?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. That
prove it. That's right. Prove it.
I need to keep a Pollock in suspense, Rich.
Make him think about the word gullible.
You just tell him gullible is not in the dictionary. Anyway, Dubja.
Talk to us, brother. What's going on, man? What's going on right now with
I don't know.
What's going on with your case, man? Talk to us, brother.
I'm chatting up with you guys. Oh, my case?
Yeah,
oh,
what's going on with the
goodness
case,
gracious.
man?
The big mess, eh?
Yeah, so I am in the 7th Circuit. The Eastern District I was just in denied me.
That's
Here's
federal
the thing.
court, isn't it? 7th
Federal
District, that's
court,
federal.
yeah.
All calls
That's
other
right,
than
Milwaukee.
properly placed attorney calls may be
Yeah, I'm
monitored
in
and
Milwaukee. Yep.
recorded.
When you first appeal your case with an appellate attorney, you got to bring up all your issues. Well, my appellate attorney didn't. And the issues he did claim weren't even issues. So what I did is, from there, I did my own 97406 and argued procedural default. And that's what they're stuck on. Every court is stuck on procedural default. They won't get past it. Therefore, they won't address any of my issues at all.
Right.
That's the short end of things, and now I'm in the 7th Circuit. My appellate attorney filed ineffective assistance on trial attorney for not impeaching the state's witness for certain things. But I took a page and a half, went one by one of each and every one of those, and showed the court where trial attorney was actually effective, and I cited the page and line. So that makes my appellate attorney ineffective, and yet they won't call it that. They still say I'm procedurally defaulted because I didn't bring up the issues the first time, and I don't have a sufficient reason for why I didn't. But I'm telling them my appellate attorney was ineffective because he didn't even do an appeal. The things he brought up weren't even issues. I proved that. So I proved he was ineffective by the court stating trial attorney was effective. In substance, they're saying that my appellate attorney is ineffective, but yet they won't consider that in the procedure default, and they just, kick it up to the next court.
And people need to understand this, man. People need to understand that, dude, this whole court stuff is so tricky. Like, 'cause you could be found guilty of a crime, but if your attorney was horrible, you can't do nothing about it, though you're innocent.
Right, and they blame you for it.
They blame you for somebody else's inexperience or lack of.
Right. It's the point we get attorneys in the first place is because we do not know the law. But then when that attorney makes a mistake, like you're saying, the defendant is blamed for it.
Now I understand.
It don't make sense.
I literally understand right now, sitting in this couch, why it's important to have the most expensive attorney that you can get. Because for one, you could pay a lot of money for an attorney, and that attorney don't know nothing. He's stupid, or you don't have a backbone.
And exactly. You're still not guaranteed.
But you could also, but you might as well spend the most. If you spend all the money that there is that can be spent on an attorney, you're going to get that guy or that woman, and they're pulling out all the stops. They're pulling out all the stops.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you the name of the attorney I had, the appellate attorney. His name was Ralph Sigelski out of Manitowoc County. What a crooked county. And he is the one that I proved was ineffective, but the court won't accept that for sufficient reason to get beyond the bar of the state's procedure default. They won't accept it. And if they can't accept that, then there's nothing that could pass the state's bar for procedural default. Nothing.
What's above the 7th court?
It's amazing.
What's above the 7th appellate court? What's next?
So in the state you got the Circuit Court of Appeals, Wisconsin Supreme Court. Then when you get into the federal courts, you got 3 federal courts of Wisconsin, District 1, 2, and 3. One is in Milwaukee, where you guys are at, and then you got the 7th Circuit, which is one step down from the U.S. Supreme Court. So I'm in the second from very last court.
Yeah,
and if I fail there,
you ever go you go to appellate court after that?
Yes. No. I went to the 7th Circuit is the United States Federal Appellate Court circuit.
Right.
Yeah. It's Circuit Court, Appellate Court, Wisconsin Supreme, Wisconsin Federal, and then 7th Circuit, and then U.S. Supreme Court.
Dude,
Yeah.
this is
I mean,
just-
there's many avenues. Go ahead.
dude.
There's
Dude, this is ridiculous, man. Okay, look, you got it. No,
Yeah.
when I say it's ridiculous, I mean for everyone that's in that has your same set of circumstances, man. Because they're basically they're handing life sentences. They put the when you go to trial and you're found guilty, they put the sentence. They said it's so high. It's just it's so you can't. It's to keep a person
1 minute remaining.
from rebounding. You know, even
Well, here's
under
the
those
thing, too.
circumstances. What?
You have so many avenues to appeal, but if the courts aren't going to let me come up with my sufficient reason, and no sufficient reason is going to be good enough for them to actually pass the bar of the state procedural default, then I'm screwed.
Check this out. I want you to
no
listen.
way.
Listen. Send me a message on the core link. Send me a message, a 2-paragraph about your life. You know what's happening right now with you in the courts, so I can put that on the webpage and send it back to you, so that your daughter and whoever else they can see that on the webpage.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
I'm still writing that, and maybe we can use that for like GoFundMe or something, huh?
Yeah. Hello, you there?
Yes.
All right. Listen, we could use that for the GoFundMe. Yeah. You know, I told you before you could have another one. Nothing. I'm still here. You can put another one up. There was a guy that called in from another prison. That's what happened. It was a guy from Oshkosh. I was declining his phone call. And that's it for that phone call. I wanted to take, I bet that was Patrick. He tried to get on. I did tell these guys 5-minute phone calls, but the guys in Racine. Yeah. And really, Victor, I should have held it too, but I like talking to Victor. The guy from Prairie du Chien, the one that where
the
Ruben
guy?
Gregory is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's they basically giving him a life sentence. How do you rebound from that?
Give who a life sentence?
Tom.
You got a life sentence?
Yeah, he basically got, because he's found guilty of sexual assault. They gave him such a hefty sentence.
Why? He had
An inmate. All calls other than properly
him to
placed
20 in and
attorney
10
calls
out.
may
He's
be
not taking that
monitored
sex
and
offender class,
recorded.
he
Thank
said.
you for using IC Solutions.
He said he's
You
not
may
taking
begin
that sex
speaking
offender
now.
class.
That ain't a life sentence then.
Hey, who do we got here today?
Dash, what's up?
Ah, Dash, talk to us, brother. Talk to us. Who do you know about? It's OJ. OJ Simpson's the topic today. You know who OJ was?
Of course.
Tell us, man. Did you like him? Did you love him?
I didn't really know much about him, you know, like in terms of what
Do you feel he got a raw deal? He was found not guilty. Yet it seems like everybody in the world treated him like he was guilty.
Well, yeah, I knew that, but
Did you think he was
I didn't
guilty?
really know what he did professional, you know what I mean?
He was a football player. He played for the Buffalo Bills. He was the first running back to rush over 2,000 yards in a season. He set the bar for other running backs to come.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shit. Yeah, I mean, most people do know him though for the glove thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, you do. Well, you can say it. No love with the glove. I understand. No, listen. Yes, dude, you could say it. It's not a naughty word. Yeah, if the glove does not fit, you must acquit.
Exactly. You know. But yeah, I saw that the other day on Court TV that he died. That's crazy. I didn't know he was that old though. You know what I mean?
Dude, did you tell your loved ones about you being on the podcast? Did you let your loved ones? Yeah, I mean, because that's the whole premise of this podcast is that it's Manwich is a voice for the voiceless. One's loved ones listen to. That's like basically like the slogan for the podcast that I just verbed out to you. Now listen. So what happened? Did they see you? Did they see you or what? Or did they were like, just in time I'll watch it. In time I'll see something about you. Because it's not about for us. It's for you guys. I mean,
it's more like you know, they're busy and shit.
that's that. You know, unless it's mom, I guess anybody else. Come on now.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, you know, I don't know. You guys should like, I mean, try and timestamp the show at least Like, you stream it on YouTube, right?
Yeah, we're actually live on YouTube right now. We're live on Twitch, and we're live on Rumble. That's why I forgot to record for the soundboard. Let's get ready to rumble. Yep, that's what we're on, though. Those three.
I thought you were on TikTok.
No, I didn't. I don't live stream on TikTok. I don't have enough RAM for that.
Really?
No, I only got 16 gigabytes of RAM. I might be able to get away with it, but TikTok, you have to subscribe. You have to subscribe to get your URL and your stream key. You don't get it from TikTok. You get it from a second source. They outsource it to another company.
Hang on a second.
That's different.
No, they closed the day room. But hey, you can stream from your phone, right?
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but I use my phone right now. I'm talking to you. What?
Here's what you do, though. So download, does your computer have Windows 11?
No, it's got Windows 10 right now. I got a new one coming on the way, though. It's got Windows 11 on it. What about it?
Download TikTok in BlueStacks Android app emulator, and you can run a virtual camera from OBS that you can use to display as the camera of the virtual phone. I'll tell you more about that later. But
we're gonna talk about that during the week, brother. You got my phone call. I mean, you got my number. Call me after 5 o'clock. I'm usually all right. And we'll chop it up, dude. He's big on live streaming.
Yeah.
All right, man. God bless you, Bradley. Well, we made a long journey there, Ken.
Yeah.
Didn't we? How many? What are you doing? Oh, we made a long journey, though, Ken. Haven't we not? We traveled far. And we talked to how many? I think it was like 7 people. We'll talk to Don real quick. I'm just going to let him just real quick because I'm 2 minutes because then we got to go. I got to pick up my kid anyhow. We'll give Don one last. Hold on. I got to see something here.
Not even there no more.
No, he's still alive. We should go viral from now on, man. Instead of going on the podcast for Rumble, it's so hard to get views on Rumble for podcasts unless you're like a big name or something, you know. While I call Don, I'm gonna run and check something out.
You have reached the Wisconsin State Headquarters for vote for Joseph R. Biden Jr.
This is his voicemail.
For vote for the Honorable President Joe Biden.
Dude, that's his voice. But if that is it, that's it then. Because man, he loves Dude, he just kept calling. Hold on.
You have reached the Wisconsin.
All right, that's fine though. That's good. We're gonna wrap it up, everybody. We're going to wrap it up. Hold on before you go and you say your name and all that stuff. Let me take this down first. Let's show back what was the show about. Remember, it was O.J. Simpson.
Name was Simpson.
Dude, right down there on the bottom of the screen, he was a sports announcer. Here he played he played football.
He played in a couple movies.
Hey, we're still live on the podcast. What's going on, man? You said it's not live on YouTube?
Yeah, it's not live on YouTube.
Wow, I have to go check that out. That's ridiculous. It should be because it's showing right now. And I did not show any content where it was copyright.
Right.
So, YouTube always plays games, man. People who are watching this right now, man, people need to really get off of YouTube and find short sites like this Rumble, man. YouTube is it's ridiculous, man. YouTube is
maybe because you mentioned the Hulk.
Damn, dude, you didn't even say nothing. Dude, I'm telling you, man, that's where the world's going.
I know it. They're censoring our speech.
The mark of the beast, the beast system, all that stuff. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen.
See,
it's coming.
People don't even see.
All right, I'll be on my way to pick you up. Bye.
All right.
So this is
Ken.
And this is Rich.
And this is the Manwich Show.
And this is the Manwich Show. Where is it at?
Till next week.
Like, subscribe, and follow. And below we have links to our webpage where we showcase over 20-some inmates that we take calls from every Saturday night between 7 and 9. I thought I had the subscribe up here on this, but I do not. That's fine.
These proceedings. All right, Mrs. Robertson. All right, Mr. Simpson, would you please stand and face the jury? Mrs. Robertson.
Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Nicole Brown Simpson, a human being, as charged in count 1 of the information. Superior Court of the State of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the State of California versus Orenthal James Simpson. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Ronald Lyle Goldman, a human being, as charged in count 2 of the information. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, further find the special circumstance that the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, has in this case been convicted of at least one crime of murder of the first degree and one or more crimes of murder of the first or second degree to be not true. Signed this second day of October 1995, Juror 230. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is this your verdict? So say you one, so say you all.
All right, counsel, Mr. Simpson, would you be seated, please? Let's have it quiet in the courtroom, please. All right, Mrs. Robertson, would you please poll the jurors?
Juror number 1, as to count 1, is this your verdict? Juror number 2, as to count 1, is this your verdict? Juror number 3, as to count 1, is this your verdict? Juror number 4, as to count 1, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 5, as to count 1, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 6, as to count 1, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 7, as to count 1, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 8, as to count 1, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 9, as to count 1, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 10, as to count 1, is this your verdict? Juror number 11, as to count 1, is this your verdict? Juror number 12, as to count 1, is this your verdict? Okay, count 2. Juror number 1, as to count 2, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 2, as to count 2, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 3, as to count 2, is this your verdict? Juror number 4, as to count 2, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 5, as to count 2, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 6, as to count 2, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 7, as to count 2, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 8, as to count 2, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 9, as to count 2, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 10, as to count 2, is this your verdict? Juror number 11, as to count 2, is this your verdict? Juror number 12, as to count 2, is this your verdict?
All right, the clerk is directed to record the verdicts as read. The parties agree to waive reading of the verdicts as recorded. Mr. Cochran, do you waive reading of the verdicts as recorded? Yes, we do. Ms. Clark, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to at this time take this opportunity to publicly thank you for the service that you've given to us. The burdens that we've placed upon you were enormous, and words can't begin to express the debt that we owe to you for the time and patience and exertion that you've given to us during the course of this case. I will have an opportunity to meet with you privately later, and I'll give you my private comments when we have a chance to meet.
As a kid growing up in the ghetto, one of the things I wanted the most...
So, goodbye for us. You have to say it, baby. And us in Texas, you wanna try, baby. I know you can, I know your heart, and you will figure out you love me now. figure out you love me now, 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 you know I gotta leave. You love me now, 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 you know gotta leave.
Other players would. And his rags to riches tale was far from accessible to most poor black Americans, but others hailed his role model.